MLBB fantastic game, beautiful game I have to say. The 28 teams that participated as well, like they won't be out of the running just yet. We're going to be hosting a lot more of these tournaments as well, especially for MLBB. So if you guys are still like keen on trying to see who's going to be the best team there is out there, yeah, you can just join us and participate in our tournament. Registration is free, so yeah, just sign up and tag along for this ride, yo. And yeah, so one shot, man. Like, we have done a lot of these tournaments, and we've seen so many of these teams coming in. It's really, really great to be here casting for all of you guys back at home, and as well as the teams that are participating here, like showing us like what the meta can be like, bringing some of these strategies that we haven't really seen like thus far, you know. Yeah. Well, day number one, there were 28 people. 28 teams actually, sorry, 28 teams. Yeah. Seeing some of these people as well from Enemy Access. If you guys didn't know, we actually did a bit of like an event that we had over there, mostly about MLBB as well as PUBG actually. So you guys can also take a look out for those type of games that we'll be putting out as well. And yeah. So for Tupai A and B, they had another team that came in, Tupai Esports Z. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Tupai Esports Z coming in, so they kind of like lost out around round number 3. So we still have 2 more Tupais, you know, 2 out of 3 is still quite a lot, and they're definitely going to be making it all the way into the finals. So you guys have to see, guys, what Tupai A and B have in store for us, you know. And by the way, if you guys seen the new hero, Arlet, you know, I think he's a pretty cool hero to be playing around. I feel like he really brings in like a very fresh perspective onto the entire meta, and he's really strong as well. Like getting him into like more, if he gets more farm, he gets a better position. He can probably steamroll the game a little bit more than he should. He does the job very well for the damage dealing. So yeah, I feel like Arlet might have a place in the meta. But what do you guys think? You know, like if you guys think that Arlet is really good in the meta, you can just comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. You know, we are very curious and keen to know what you have to say about the current meta in MLBB. With updates coming in so often, as well as the games inside. You know, like where is his position? Like, is he really good in the experience lane? All that. You know, yeah. Do let us know your thoughts. Like, we'd be super curious to see what you have to say about the game that you so totally love to see and watch and play as well. And yeah, and just so you know, like, if you guys, I'm gonna say it again, like we're gonna have a lot more MLBB tournaments coming up, so do take a look out for it. We have a Discord channel as well that you guys can join. So we're gonna post a lot of our updates in there. We're gonna be putting a lot of our content out as well. And yeah, like just feel free to join, you know, feel free. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now we already know that like in round number 4, the semi-finals, having 4 teams coming in, it's going to be a little bit of a neck-to-neck situation. Like all the teams have been weeded out here in this series. A lot of these strong teams coming in as well. We've seen some gamers like coming in strong. And oh my goodness, we're going to be starting out in game number 1. All right, Tupai Esports B versus Tupai Esports A. We got B onto the left side here on the blue, and A on the right side in the red team here. Okay, so they're going to be starting off their bans, and they're going to be going with the 1-1 ban. Okay, 1-1 as always, you know. If you've been talking about the win rate super high on 1-1, it's either getting banned or getting picked. Like very high, like a lot of attention on 1-1 here, you know. And in this current situation, they want to do 1-1. And to be fair, like these are the Tupais, you know, they probably know each other, they know what kind of play styles they have in mind, so they are going to be banning each other's, I would say their signature heroes, you know, and they are going to be picking up the Fanny, going to be banning that. Yeah, banning the Fanny, always an excellent choice there. And let's see what they're going to do to ban the second phase here. Okay, going for the Kaja. All right, Kaja, always very good at creating a lot of space in the team fights. Always going to be able to get a pick-off, creating skirmishes, turning it into a situation that you do not want to be dealing with. And they're going to be banning the Joy. All right, Joy doesn't really get to see a lot of play here. Joy deals a lot of damage and has a lot of mobility here. And okay, they are going to be picking up Arlet. All right, Arlet's coming in hot. Very nice. It's the first pick as well. So we're going to see what Tupai Esports A they're going to be retaliating with. Yeah, he's able to jump into team fights very well. Very easily creating a lot of these skirmishes, a lot of favorable positioning from him as well. And they are going to be retaliating with some Faramis and Glue. Okay, so Faramis, as always, a very, very good hero to have on your side. He is going to be able to deal a lot of like sustainability, well, not so much of damage, but because you can sustain so well in the team fights, you're going to be up and fighting so much more. And with Glue, just being picked up, he deals a lot of damage as a tank, so you kind of want him in your pocket here. And okay, you can see that Tupai B, they're going to be responding with Martis here. Martis and Moskov, okay. Yeah, Martis is a jungler, very, very strong. Okay, answering with Edith, alright. Edith going to be picked up here. And now you can see that Moskov is going to be picked up as the marksman. They haven't really responded with a marksman pick themselves, so they are probably going to be banning out one of their marksmen, trying to narrow down their hero pool here. Okay, maybe not. Okay, going to be banned the Lancelot. Saber is going to be banned as well. Okay, Chunchu Maros on the Edith. Okay, Vash on the Moskov. Yeah, more and no chemistry. Yeah, we've seen Esports A or Tupai A that have been playing. We've seen them play before. So, okay, they're going to be responding with a Brody here. Okay, so this is looking like one of their lineups that we've seen before, like these hero picks. It's going to be looking like a nice little combo. But yeah, okay, we pick out the Kufra, and the Yves here. Okay, Yves, you're going to be picked up. Yeah, this is looking like a really solid lineup here. And Kufra is going to be able to stop a lot of the mobility and preventing them from like blinking in way too quickly, creating a lot of space as well. Okay, maybe not. Okay, going to be going for the Valentina instead. Okay, Valentina, also very strong mage as well, deals a lot of damage, and especially in team fights, the skirmishes that you're looking for. You want to be making sure that like you want to destroy one of the opponents as fast as you possibly can, so you don't take way too much damage and end up losing the team fight yourself. But yeah, like on the side of A, we have like the Glue, like creating a lot of space here. And okay, they're gonna pick out Fred. Yeah, Fred's coming in hot in the jungle phase. Yeah, he's gonna be going to the jungle, gonna be getting a lot of levels. Well, I mean, all these skins that are looking so pretty. My goodness, I can't recognize any of these heroes here. But yeah, like looking at this like lineup here, the setup is looking pretty great on both sides. They are playing to their own strengths here. There is a Moskov against a Brody, and Brody seems to be, he's going to be doing very well in the early phases of the game, especially in the farm against Moskov. But Moskov does have the range, and like with his spear that he kind of clips you to the wall, he's going to stun you. It's going to be a bit of a huge problem that you're going to be dealing with, especially with the rotations coming from the jungle and the mid lane. And yeah, like, but Fred's going to be there to help out the Brody a lot more here. But yeah, like, gonna be I'm super excited for game number 1 here, guys. So guys, place your bets for which Tupai is going to be proceeding towards the grand finals here. Is it Tupai Esports B on the blue side, or is it Tupai Esports A on the red side? And here we go, starting off in game number 1 here. All right, okay, we're gonna be seeing that like everybody's gonna be doing their own roles, actually playing around and stuff. And okay, Chunchubar's gonna be caught off here, and the turtle here gonna commit a flicker. Right now, Edith's taking a little bit of damage, quite low HP here. Okay, trying to be zoning each other out. Well, this is a pretty hectic fight. They're starting right off the bat, even before minute number 1 here. And okay, alright, he's gonna be caught off Sanusi. Going back into the fight though, I feel there's gonna be a huge mistake, but he's gonna be surviving this. Oh, doesn't really get it though. Glue gonna get the last hit, achieving that first blood. Now Sonic is really well positioned as well. But here we go, Glue's doing a little bit of damage here. And right now it's dropping very low, 20% HP, but it's going to be fine. It's not enough levels, not enough items yet, so it just seems that positioning is going to be the crucial key here. And here you can see these two heroes are going to be just farming out casually, just getting as much gold as they can in the laning phase. Right now we can see Lynx is going to be found by Sonic, and he's going to be backing out. Like, they're just going to give each other the space. They realize they don't have any kill potential here. Right now we're just watching Faramir is going to be going down towards the mid lane, but we have Rona Zoro here, on the Brody, dealing lots of damage in the lane as well. It just seems like Vash is not going to be able to withstand this little farm He's going to allow him to push it all the way into the tower. But this provides him the way to like make him rotate very quickly. You can see that bottom is having a lot of action as well. The positioning behind the first tower. And Chunchumaru might be caught off here. Okay, and now right now they're going to be having a little bit of a pause situation here, but maybe after this little team fight. But yeah, you just said, okay, they're just going to keep going for this. The team fight hasn't really ended yet, but Iku might end up falling. Her ally could end up dying in the process. But Sunutsi going to be protecting Yamji, and Yamji's going to be able to get out safe and sound. And right now the pause is going to be called right here, and this is going to be looking really rough right now. Like Tupai A has been taking a little bit of a kill lead here. B might be having a little bit of a problem, but you know what? It's still the early game. The turtle is about to respond, and yeah, like the positioning coming up from both teams, they're very top tier here. Like haven't seen this much action happening like during the early phases of the game. Like getting a first look before the 1 minute mark. But yeah, like all these hero picks, they're looking really strong in the set of on A right now. Yeah, like I guess the letter A coming in first, B some second, you know, who knows, maybe they graded that way. But I don't want to believe that, guys. I really don't. And as always, like whichever team you guys are supporting for, do let us know down in the comments down below. You know, are you supporting B? You're going to be winning in terms of like the team composition, or is it A? You know, A or B? Guys, you just like figure it out, see whether or not like your bets are gonna be right in the correct place, you know. Really looking forward to what's gonna be happening after the pause. But as you can see, like the laning phase for the marksman, they're just gonna be focusing on a lot of the farm, and they don't want to give it away. And right now we're gonna be resuming back into the game here. All right, okay, so the position from A is like heavily fortified onto the bottom side here, but they are okay. They're coming in though. No chemistry, just diving right into the jungle. Might get the KS possibly. Seems like he got it though, but he seems to be zoning him out, which is really good movement. And Turtle is gonna end up falling on the side of A here. Right now you can see that like most of these players on B, they're playing a little bit more passively. They're not trying to give away too much space, trying to farm as much as possibly can here. The gold lead is very significant right at this like 3-minute mark, actually, like about a 2k gold lead. And you can see that he's taking a chill pill. They do realize where he is though. There's very, very good game sense coming off on the side of no chemistry here. But Valentina is, what is it, Valentina here? Valentina, yeah, taking out the lane. Hitting level 5 already actually with the glue. Wow, okay, all these heroes are actually high on levels here. So they might come into the bush, they might fight a little bit more than expected. No chemistry might be cut off, then he might actually end up falling here. Kufra, oh, but he gets away though. But no chemistry might be going back in, dealing a little bit of damage before he goes away. But the team is coming back in for the retake here. And right now there's so much damage coming off on both sides, B and A. And it just seems that Nico Robin gonna take a kill onto Arlet here. And right now everything's a bit of a huge mess into A. Like there's so much health on them. Diving towers in the mid lane here. My goodness, like just while the heroes just end up falling in this really huge fight down in the mid lane, and it seems like Tupai A is going to be coming out on top here. I'm going to be trying to get some of these levels, trying to find as much farm as possible, and this rotations coming out from A is looking really fantastic. Tupai B has to be finding some space as well, and trying to find a little bit of farm as much as it possibly can here. Chunchumaru is going to be hitting level 7. He's just 1 level away from having his ultimate at level 2 here. As you can see, Kufra might be causing a little bit of a hoo-ha here, and he may take a little bit of damage. Oh, I'm gonna end up falling though. So Tupai A finding a little kill out of his, finding that Kufra out of position here. And this tower might just seems like he'll be taking a little bit of damage, but backup is coming in though. Valentina trying to defend this tower with her life. And right now you can see that Glue is going to be chilling out in the bush here. Brody's going to be backing it up in the lane. Doesn't want to give away that lane way too quickly though. He is having an advantage in that position here. And we can see that the turtle has respawned, and they are going to be going for the kill here, dealing a lot of damage very quickly. But it seems like they want to be trying to chaos this, but there's no way he's going to be getting it. It seems like Nico is going to be able to take the turtle scot-free. Now the next turtle is going to be spawning towards the top lane. So they might fortify the aggression towards the top lane as well. Seems like mid is going to be empty as well here. And right now you can see that both teams though, they are going to be taking a little bit of aggression towards the top lane. You might want to find some space for the Brody here, as well as the Moskov. Right now you can see Chunchumaru is trying to create a little bit of disturbance in the force. Arlet dealing a little bit of damage, but it just seems like he's just tickling him. Just tickling the Edith right in the lane. Right now we can see that Martis has rotated all the way into the bottom lane. He has hit level 8 though, and he's trying to find a little peck off on Edith, but to no avail here. And Glue's going to be trying to cut the wave, trying to find someone in the bush, but doesn't really see anybody in there. Realizes that the top lane actually is actually kind of clear. He realizes two of these heroes are in the top lane, so Brody's playing a little bit safer here. And right now, this movement coming from both sides, they're able to read each other's movements quite well. They're not going to be engaging into any team fights right now. And the GOAT lead is going to be in favor of Tupai A, and it's going to be about 2k, 2.4 here. And both sides right now playing a little bit passively here, right? Vash is chilling in the tower, doesn't even want to give away his position just yet. Kufra is still chilling out into the bush in the top lane. But we'll see, okay, he does get caught right now though, but Glue finds a little something, backs away though, so that's Vash. And right now they're going to be going for this tower, and they do find the Kufra though. There's a lot of heroes jumping down on him. He might end up falling underneath the tower as well. His tower coming down, it's really low on HP. It does come down though. Now they're going to be diving in very deeply all the way into the top tower. Going all about under this tier 2 though, but they're going to be able to find enough space to go and find the defense. Sunutsi going from the flank is going to try and find somebody, but they are going to be able to get away. And it seems that Rorona Zoro is going to end up falling here as well, 1 for 1. And Edith is going to be able to take a tower down in the bottom lane. But right now we can see that the turtle has respawned. They do want to take this turtle here, but right now they're going to be pulling away. They have no idea the positioning of a lot of these players here. They are going to be farming as much as they can, trying to create more space here. And it seems that B is going to be going for this first, this turtle take. They have the positioning. They do find 3 though. He got 3 as well. They do able to get out. Sonic, a little bit of trouble here. I think a little bit of damage is going to end up falling, creating this space though. But right now it seems like it's going to end up looking really bad. Brody gets a double kill onto the Martis. And right now Frederick is going to be able to finish up the turtle, but it's going to turn into the Lord right now. Alright, okay, so it seems like they're going to be going for this Lord take very, very quickly. It's going to secure a lot of the lead, especially in this like early game, the 8-minute mark here. It might be just in time to kill the Lord up before the creep spawn, but it's just too little too late for this one. It's going to be coming off in the next half a minute. And right now we can see that all these players are going to be taking up some of the space into the jungle here for A, moving all the way into the jungle of Tupai B here. And it seems like it's going to be like a bit of a pincer maneuver. Okay, not so. Glue is going to clear a lot of space down in the mid lane. Fredrin has made some rotations down to the bottom lane. Right now you can see, like, based on the items that they're having, it's a 5k gold lead. Brody is going to be farmed out a little bit more than the Moskov here. Being able to get like his second item, but so does Moskov. But he has more of these parts for the third item coming in. But here we go. We can see it's going to be like a huge fight about to begin into the mid lane here. Lots of these players are gathered up at this tier 2 tower, but they are going to make a rotation for Tupai B, going to defend the lane from the Lord here. He is not enhanced yet, so he's not going to be able to charge at the tower. He's going to be doing a lot of damage just yet, and they are going to be defending this quite successfully. They might lose the mid tower though. There's a lot of damage coming out from the Brody, really taking the lane away from B. And here we can see that they're taking a more defensive position coming out from Tupai B. Lord is going to be coming out in about a minute and a half here, so they are going to have a lot of these map controls. The map that they have right now is all the outer towers, they're gone, and they don't really have the space that they need to like really exit their base here. It really gives a lot of like farming potential for Tupai A here to like really take the lead further away from B. And right now these lanes, they mostly have the outer towers, except for the mid lane on Tupai A here. That's really a good tower to have, especially right now in this state of the game. As you can see, like Tupai B isn't really coming out of their base right now. And Tupai A, they're going to be catching off guard. Oh, Sanusi might be a little caught here. The backup is coming in, but he managed to get out scot-free. Okay, they're going to be able to get the buff though. Unfortunate for Tupai B, going all the way to Tupai A here. This jungle is going to be like their playground for Tupai A. Look at this like positioning coming out from Tupai B. They're just going to be stuck in their base here. Not going to be able to get a lot of this farm that they really need. But they are going to be able to get farm nonetheless. The creeps are coming in, so they don't have to like get out of their base at all. But right now the Lord is going to be spawning very soon here. So it seems like one of the only ways they are going to be able to secure any sort of momentum in this game is to like secure that Lord. And right now you can see Brody doesn't want to get that AFK, so he's spamming that recall. We do see it. It's beautiful. Alrighty. Okay, the Lord has spawned though. I wonder if they're going to be waiting for an extra half a minute here to wait for the Lord to be enhanced. It really gives you a little bit more pushing power. Moskov throws a scanning spear all the way into the Lord. They do realize he's not being taken currently, but it seems like Iku is going to be holding the creep wave just as close as they possibly can to their base, so the lanes don't push out as far as they wouldn't want it to. As you can see, yeah, like Lord has been enhanced. They are going for the 12-minute mark here. It seems like Tupai B has no way of coming out of their base here. They have no idea where any of these heroes are. They are afraid they could be like camping in the jungle, so their fear really stops them from coming out of their base at all. And right now it seems that the Lord is going to go uncontested here. And this is going to be the GG push coming out from Tupai A. Waiting for the creep wave to come in together with the Lord. And let's just see how Tupai B is going to be holding off against this. Right now they're going to be looking for a huge team fight here for Tupai B. They need to find a very huge pick-off here. They could just find like a little skirmish, like finding off one of these heroes, picking them out in the fight. And it seems that that'll be the only way for Tupai B to have something in the running here. Like all these lanes are going to be pushing in very, very quickly here. And right now the bottom lane is pushing out, pushing all the way into their base. It's going to be pushed out a little bit more. So, but two lanes are going to be coming in very quickly here. Tupai A has gathered a lot of their forces onto the bottom side, trying to let the creep wave a little bit closer to the tower. Right now, all these creeps are coming in at the same time, all three lanes here, and the Lord has going to be coming, busting down the mid doors here, and they're going to be jumping in. Oh no, Kemichi jumps in first. He's going to be the first one to initiate this huge team fight here. None of these players are dying just yet, but they're dropping really low HP though. Glue's trying to find a little bit of a jump here, but he gets a lot of these kills. They're allocated to pick off onto Edith, and Glue can end up falling as well, losing 2-3 heroes in the process here. And right now the Crystal almost ends up falling, but they're going to be retaliating, and they do get the kill. 4 heroes going to end up falling here. That's a beautiful play coming out from Tupai B. That's excellent play coming in. The Crystal almost ends up falling. Like it's like about 10% HP, and they're going to be going for the GG push. They're trying to try push out as much as they possibly can. Try to secure a lot of this position from all this map control here. And they are going to be responding very soon, and I think they're going to be taking one of these towers. And right now we can see Moskov is taking these towers so quickly, just in a matter of seconds. And they have created some space, some breathing room for Tupai B. And Tupai A right now, I think they're going to have to like reset the strategy here. And right now, it seems like it's going to be anybody's game here. Tupai A or B, like they're coming in really strong into this game number 1 here. But we have to see, like it's 7-7, the kills are even, and right now the gold lead has almost disappeared here. It's only 1,000 gold lead in the favor of Tupai A. And it just seems like this game is going to be relying quite heavily onto the Lord here. So whichever team is going to be able to secure that Lord, they are going to be the ones that will be coming out on top of the pushing capabilities. So we're going to see like, okay, it's going to be coming in with Sonic Cutie, alright, trying to jump in but doesn't really land the stun here. And it seems like they're going to be falling back towards their base here. That little fail to kill that little Fred there in the top lane just kind of forces them back a little bit into a safer position. They still have no idea where the entire team of Tupai A is. They only have seen thread onto the map here. And right now the Lord has spawned though, and do find the Moskov. Oh, there's an unfortunate pickup there. Tupai B giving away one of their heroes, and right now this Lord pick is gonna be going a little bit more simpler though. Tupai A is gonna be able to take this Lord for free here, and Tupai B is forced to stay into their base once more. As you can see, Arla's gonna be pushing top, trying to build the space here. He's gonna be forcing a little bit of the TV, but they're really close into their base here. Lord has just spawned, but it's gonna take some time before he reaches into the mid lane. But they are gonna be trying to jump in here, and Junjumaru finding a little bit of some place here, gets a stun. Alright, some of the heroes are dropping real low HP here. But it seems like Esports A might not be able to survive this damage, but they're gonna go for the crystal instead and just ignore everything that the team is doing. And right now, Esports B is gonna be out from the grand finals and all the way into the bronze match. Wow, what a game, my goodness guys. There were really a lot of kills in that game, but you can see like everybody's respecting each other's positioning. Like right now you can see that both of the teams, man, they respect each other's roles here. Tupai B, you can see like even though they took the Lord, they were able to make a little comeback with the first Lord pushing with the enhancement there. The crystal almost ends up falling though. So I felt that like that was a really crucial part, like the crystal having like 100% HP was able to play around with the HP and make sure they didn't lose the game right off the bat. And B was able to overcome that situation, making a huge turnaround actually in that fight. That was a really good play coming out from B, but A in the end they just managed to catch the Moskov off right at the like near the end of the game though. That was really what like really secured that Lord position. They lost their damage dealer, so they weren't able to go into the river to try and create a little bit of a skirmish or a fight all the way at the Lord. But yeah, like it just seems like Tupai A, they really did their best here. They did more than just their best. They basically made it all the way into the grand finals here. And so congratulations getting all the way into that spot. And here we go, you can see Tupai B with 8 and Tupai A with 8 kills as well. And you can see that the gold medals are pretty much balanced out on both sides here. Itemization wise, you can see that Brody has managed to farm up a lot more than the Moskov here. But oh, not exactly, Moskov farms a little bit more. I think the little team fight at the crystal pumped his like, economy a little much higher there. But I think just being caught off right off the bat from 4 heroes really created that little hole in their defense. But yeah, like Faramis is going to be able to like almost hitting level 15 together with the glue. Itemization wise, he's looking pretty solid here as well. Fragile is building towards the tanking side. And when you can see the team fight participation coming in from both sides, it seems like Tupai B has more team fight potential. Most of the team fights came in at the later stage of the game here. And Brody also dealing a lot of this damage onto the turret. The side of Esports B, they weren't able to deal all these turrets, but they have been trying to push out as much as they possibly can. But lots of this hero damage is coming out from A here. Like it's quite balanced out actually. Edith together with Faramis with like 25 and 24%. And on the side of B here, you can see that a lot of this damage is coming out from the Moskov, the carry doing a lot of damage and a lot of attack speed. And the Valentina as well, the spell casting here. But Kufra though, I have to say that like he tried to create as much space as he could. I felt like he was trying his best to like really cut out a lot of the teams from Tupai A to prevent a lot of these skirmishes from going out better than what Tupai A really had in mind. So I felt like Tupai B, they really played their best. You can see that they are playing against each other. Like I think they have skirmished each other so often that they really know how like each of these players are responding to each other. And yeah, like again, like Tupai A is going to be making their move all the way into the grand finals. They are going to be waiting for their opponents, which is going to be in game number 2. So right now, the ones that Tupai A beat, which is Tupai B here, they're going to be making it into the bronze match. They are waiting for their opponents as well. And yeah, guys, so this has been a pretty crazy game. Like not many kills, but very action heavy. And just before we head into game number 2, we're gonna take a short break, gonna catch some air, drink some water, go to the bathroom, you know, like do whatever you gotta do. And I will catch you guys in a bit. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Welcome back, welcome back. We have seen the game number 1 here. Right now, we're going to be going to game number 2 in a short while. It's your caster here, Bambi. Be casting these games for you in this MLBB one-shot tournament here. As you guys, if you guys just came into the stream here, this is day number 2. We're going to be focusing a lot onto the semi-finals, and we're going to be moving forward towards the bronze match and the grand finals later on in the evening. But yeah, if you guys missed out, like game number 1, it was the two Tupais, you know, they're going to be paired up against each other, and Tupai B made it all the way into the grand finals here. Oh, Tupai A, sorry, making it to the grand finals. Taking a look at this bracket here. Yeah, my goodness, all these A and Bs, I'm losing track of everything. And that was game number 1, so we're going to be focusing on game number 2 here, which is MotleyCrue versus Foxura. Yeah, Foxura, as you guys know, they have been the fan favorite here, the really strong team, the strong team coming into this tournament against MotleyCrue. MotleyCrue will be the underdogs here, but if you guys like watching back at home, like give your support to both of these teams. They've made their way all the way into the semi-finals here. But yeah, like just comment down below which team you're really supporting, rooting for. Give us some of that like here. But right now, you can see that based on the gameplay from game number 1 here, there was a really slow game, but we'll see whether or not the game number 2 here from Foxura and Motley is going to be a bit of a faster paced game. A lot of these players they picked up as very interesting heroes for their lineups. A lot of these bans coming in from both all these teams has been rather standard, but honestly speaking, like with 100+ heroes in like the hero pool, there's so many ways you can come up with your strategies. But here we go. We're going to be starting off game number 2 with MotleyCrue on the blue side and Foxura onto the red side here. And when you can see, they're going to be picking up the B-Trace for this, their first ban. Alright, the first ban coming out as B-Trace. They're going to be taking out that marksman right off the bat here. Deals a lot of damage, a lot of space that B-Trace can create here. And they are going to be picking up the Joy on the side of Foxura. They are going to be not allowing that Joy to be in the game at all. As you guys know, Joy is able to move around the map very quickly, deals a lot of damage. And if you're a squishy hero, you're going to be like praying that this Joy does not take your life as it is. And they are going to be banning up the Savior on the side of Motley here. Savior also deals a lot of damage as a mage. So it just seems like they're going to be taking out a lot of these huge damage dealers out of the game. And they are going to be responding back with a 1-1 ban here. Alright, so we're going to see what MotleyCrue is going to have in store for their first pick. The first pick is rather crucial here. It kind of dictates the pace of the game, the way they're going to be picking some of their controls and their counters here. And yeah, like, is it okay? They're going to be picking up the Arlet once more. Okay, Arlet seems to be like a really hot hero to be taking up. Like in the previous game, we saw that Arlet wasn't doing all too well, but we'll see whether MotleyCrue has it in store for us to see. Maybe Arlet has a more fantastic way of taking about all these fights here. He has a lot of chase potential. He deals a lot of damage as well, and right now it's not somebody you want to be seeing in that skirmish. And right now you can see Foxura is going to be picking up the Kaja and the Fred. And these are 2 of these solid hero picks here. And right now Fred has a huge tanking capability, Kaja has great catch potential. And on the side of Motley, they're going to pick up the Brody. Brody has been a very hot pick lately in this meta. With that long range, he's able to deal like very huge damages with a single strike. And Martis as well being picked up. He deals a lot of damage, able to catch a lot of these heroes with his mobility skill. And alright, it seems that Foxura is going to respond with a Yuzong pick. Alright, he is a fighter, so he is kind of tanky. He deals a bit of damage, and with his ultimate in his dragon form, he is able to distract a lot of these opponents from coming into the fights as easily as they want to. But yeah, it just seems like these little picks here, it's like a lot of back and forth with these counters. And Foxura is going to respond with a Valentina ban. Okay, they're trying to like cancel out some of these mages, trying to minimize a very hot pick here. But right now we can going to see how MotleyCrue is going to be responding here. They might go for a marksman ban, trying to just maybe one more for the Brody to have a little bit more breathing space here. Even a tank would be good. Okay, Melissa, an assassin. Alright, they're going to be taking her out of the picture as well. And you can see, alright, Foxura is going to be the one that's going to respond first. And let's see what they have in store for us. Like, let's see what they have to combo together with the Fred and the Yuzong. Well, Kaja is going to be able to find all these fights that they want for the team fight. Like, whenever the ultimate is up, he's going to be able to like just catch somebody off guard. Even like saving a flicker for a little disable there. It's going to help their fight in the long run here. And alright, they're going to be responding with a Claude pick. Alright, Claude is going to have a, I would say like a rather balanced laning phase with the Brody. Brody still has the range though, so you can't really get into his space. Claude has a lot of attack speed, especially moving into the mid game and towards the late game. And alright, it seems like Motley's going to be able to respond to this with a Julian pick together with the Atlas. Alright, Atlas, as you guys know, Atlas has been coming into this tournament, making a lot of these huge plays. A lot of these suplex, bringing in like 3 people into the crystal once before, turning around that huge epic fight in day number 1. But yeah, we're going to be excited to see whether or not it's going to be like a similar fashion in this game number 2. So right now you're looking okay, a Lunox pick. Okay, Lunox gonna be picked out on the side of Foxura. It's gonna be the mage pickup here. Lunox is gonna be able to do a lot of damage, and I'm gonna be guessing he's gonna be taking the mid lane here. The mid lane, I would say, maybe against the Julian here. Yeah, but this is looking like a pretty solid lineup from both sides actually. As you guys know, Foxura has been coming in very, very strong here. So any Foxura supporters in the chat, like just comment down below, like give them your love and support. Any MotleyCrue fans, you know, like the band as well, like give your love down below, you know. Like these people are gonna need as much love as they can get for this game number 2, because it's gonna decide who's gonna be getting their butts into the grand finals. And here we go, guys. Like as always, MLBB has been an exciting game to be casting with you guys. So I'm looking forward to you guys. You'll be participating into this tournament the next time we have one. And as you guys know, registration is free. And yeah, back into the game. Alright, so MotleyCrue versus Foxura. Alright, so the early stages of the game here is going to be going pretty passively here. Not a lot of fighting happening. They're going to be taking each other's space. Each of their own spaces actually. So we have the Julian down in the mid lane and the Lunox here. Kaja making a bit of rotation towards the Atlas and the Martis. Yeah, the Martis there. And in the bottom lane we have Arlet and the Yuzong going for the XP. And as always, the Claude and the Brody in the gold lane. And right now they're gonna go for a little bit of a contest on the Bulbasaur. Okay, it doesn't really come down though. Taking a little bit of damage onto the Kaja. Okay. But Zira taking a bit of damage as well. And a bit of half HP. They do spot the entire team though all the way into the blue buff. Or is it going to be looking like a huge fight? Zira might end up falling here. Alphad though is going to take up a kill, but instead it's first going to be going towards Nizu. Getting a kill here. Oh, he's going to get a little bit picked off here, a bit squishy. The flicker is going to be used here. But Ikuan's trying to create some space away from Nizu. Ice Cube trying to create a bit of damage here. But it seems like if we find a little bit of a little kill here, Ikuan's going to be able to get out though. But gets a little bit of a clap situation from Martis. But they're gonna end up falling, losing a little bit of HP in the process, giving some space for the Julian to be farming the mid lane a little bit more easier. Oh, but it just seems like he's gonna end up falling in the mid lane as well. Julian finding a nice position there. And that kill, Arlet having a fantastic time in the bottom lane, able to push out this Yuzong in this lane. The entire team of MotleyCrue has a nice position here into the river. And Turtle's gonna be getting the aggro from Alphad here. Oh, he's gonna find a little bit of a pick off here. The turtle is dropping low though. They might go for the turtle instead. Oh, but they do get it though. Foxura's gonna be able to get the kill steal from that. Everyone is looking very dangerous for Foxura here. Yuzong getting a kill off, getting 2 kills, getting 3 kills. Oh, it's not looking very good here for Foxura. Oh no, looking good here for Foxura. Actually, looking really bad for Motley. He's going to be forced to be falling back here down to the mid lane. Arlen has moved his position from bottom all the way into mid. But as you can see, Brody and Claude is having the time of their lives in the top lane. Trying to see who can farm as well as they possibly can. Skywalker, my boy. gonna be hugging this tower. He might realize that the team is gonna be trying to catch him in his lane. But right now, Julian's gonna be going for Sharon. Like enough space, they're gonna be getting out, so there's gonna be no worry at all whatsoever. Seems like gonna be making his way down into the mid lane. And as you can see, Arlet and Yuzong, they're gonna be battling out in the bottom lane. And Turtle is gonna respawn in the next minute. And they are gonna make a huge jump here on Skywalker, gets to blink to the tower though, but it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna end up falling to 3 heroes there. There's a huge pickup there. Seems like Foxura is really playing their A game here. Motley is really on the ropes in the 3-minute mark. But it seems like Fad is really tanky, going for Zira here, the Atlas. And it's gonna end up falling though. Frederick dealing huge amounts of damage. And right now, SQ trying to like duke it out and get a kill. They do manage to get a kill onto Frederick, doing a lot of damage. The HP is dropping really low, and SQ gets to get a double onto. That's a huge kill. Utes are gonna end up falling there. Like both of these heroes gonna end up falling in the bottom lane here. This is a really huge like team fight coming up from both sides here. They're not trying to give each other the space that they want to, and it just seems that it's working out so much more better for Foxura coming into the early game. So 2 of these heroes are going to be taken care in the top lane. Oh, it seems like 3 heroes are coming in though. A lot of these heroes are coming. They really want to start a fight here. Okay, but they do back out though. Not giving some of this space to Foxura. Motley do not want them to take their jungle here. But Turtle is going to be taken out. Oh, it's dropping really low. Oh my goodness, Kaja's gonna end up falling before that fight. And Freddy's gonna be able to take that kill off the Turtle once more, picking up that gold lead. But as you can see, Motley has been able to find a little bit of a kill, not really closing out the gold just yet. And Sharon is gonna be able to push this lane in a little bit more, taking as much of that like gold health. And wow, okay, nice dodge there. Oh, but it seems like Fire has found like his victim here. Skywalker might end up falling. He does end up falling. Frederick is doing a lot of damage. He is full of HP here. And right now it just seems like Alice doesn't have enough HP to tank that much damage. This is looking pretty dicey for Motley here. And oh my goodness, Kaja finds a kill onto the Julian, and the triple coming out from Alfad here. Oh, beautiful pickup there underneath the tower as well. And off screen, we're finding a little kill on Yuto getting 1 pick off on the bottom lane. Oh, this is looking really dicey for Motley here. The gold advantage is climbing up slowly but surely for the side of Foxura. It's looking at a really rough game here, guys. And you can see that a lot of these movements coming in, they are going for the rotation right now. The levels are almost pretty much on like ultimate level 2 here. They're much more stronger in terms of levels. They are leveling much more higher than Motley as a team overall. And looking at the items here, Fedrin is pretty huge with the Guardian helmet. Modern Core is going to be able to push these lanes out a little bit quicker. His tanking capabilities are so much higher here. And Brody is not going to be able to catch up just yet against the Claude here. And yeah, it just seems like Foxura is going to be taking away the control of Motley's jungle here. And Bottom is going to end up falling very, very quickly from the Claude. And it seems like the fight is starting a little bit here. Kaja gets off a kill on the way into the jungle. Oh, this side, my goodness, Alpha, it seems to be too hot here. A lot of these heroes are coming in, not being able to get out. Brody going to be able to get the last hit. Yuton coming in with the ultimate. Gets a little hit on Ice Cube. Is going to end up falling as well underneath the tower. Zira is going to find a little something. Not so. Oh, ends up falling underneath the tower as well. Doing lots of damage there. It's a 2-for-2 trade here, but it seems like the tower is going to be in huge danger. And they're going to be able to hold off that defense a little bit more. Claude has come in for a little bit of backup. And Brody is going to be behind enemy lines. Karsi getting a bit of damage. Oh, getting a bit of a kill. Kai might end up falling, commits a little bit of a flicker. Going to end up blinking out of that with his skill. Almost ends up falling. That was really close. Too close for comfort here, but I don't think they realize he's going for his booty. Okay, he's going to be getting on instead. Alright, aggroes the turtle a little bit more, trying to see if they're going to be taking out that space there. But it seems like, okay, there's a little bit to jump. Kaja picks up a kill here. Oh, but taking a little bit too much damage. Nizu dropping below HP. Might be caught off here by the entire team of Motley. Taking a huge shot down. Marty's getting that extra goal from that kill. And right now it seems like Kaja's going to be in the hot soup here, but he's going to be able to get out just in time. SQ is going to be level 10. His levels are getting higher and higher here. Oh, he's gonna be able to find a little pick off here on Kaja. Kaja is gonna be caught out of position. He is gonna be able to tank a little bit more, might be able to get out though. Frederick gets the kill onto the turtle. It's gonna be taking his attention onto the entire team of Motley though. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of huge fights happening into this like turtle house. My goodness, the turtle is gone and they're fighting more and more. Cloud gets the kill onto Arlet. It seems that Foxura seems to have this game in the bag here. The team fight is working out so well in favor of Foxura. The gold lead is climbing up ever so steadily. 7,000 extra gold on their side of Foxura. And right now you can see that Motley is going to be on the back foot here. They're not going to be able to defend this tower just as well as they want to. The HP is way too low for this. And they're going to be able to take that tier 2 tower, allowing them a little bit more space into the game. And this is looking pretty rough for Motley here. Right now, they're gonna be forced to stay inside their base once more. They might give away this tower, and Arlet's gonna end up falling behind this tier 2 tower though. Alpha might find a little something here. A lot of these heroes are coming in. Really strong here. Okay, Atlas is caught in between a rock and a hard place. He is in the middle of the entire team of Foxura. He's gonna end up falling though. Not enough space gonna be able to be created by this Atlas. The Skywalker dropping a little bit too low. Not enough HP to tank the huge damages that's coming out in the team of Foxura. The tower exploding into the top lane is going to be committed here, and there's going to be the last round of defense for the top lane. Right now they're fortifying a lot of their attacks here onto the bottom lane here. That tower going kapow, using that last of its defenses, and right now it's going to be on its last foot here. And now Kaja trying to find a little something. Takes a little bit of damage though, my goodness, he's trying to find some kills easily. Gonna be able to get out, but Yuchong gets a pick off to Arlet here. And then right now they're gonna be pushing down the mid lane. Gonna defend as much as they can though. ISQ trying to get a little bit of disturbance here. Tower's gonna end up falling. He's gonna be out of position here, gonna get murdered right by Kaja. And they are gonna be going down this lane, going towards the crystal, trying to take out as much as they possibly can. Skywalker is taking way too much damage though. Oh, they're gonna end up falling, not hitting enough in the fountain. And they're gonna be going for the crystal here. Xenoje not gonna be able to defend this, and right now the game is gonna be going to the side of Foxura. Oh, what a roll coming in for Foxura, coming in so strong to game number 2 here. Foxura has been in that game they have been dominating true and true. Motley weren't able to retaliate at all whatsoever. Like all of these takes in the jungle, especially during the early game. The turtle being KS in the first one, the second one just not being able to secure it at all. That was really what made it so much more difficult for Motley to get any sort of sure footing moving forward into the mid game here. In the eyes of Motley, it was so difficult for them, losing a lot of the team fights, especially after losing a lot of the objectives in the early game. It really put them into the back foot very quickly, losing the objective and the heroes, putting the gold lead was so much more high for Foxura. And when you can see Foxura with 25 kills against Motley with 9 here. Yeah, you can see Foxura has played a really good game here, all of them getting all the gold medals. Kaja has been able to get a lot of these survivability items, making him really much more difficult to be taken out in the team fight. You can see Lunox as well as the mage doing lots of damage with 3 of these items coming in. And Fredrin actually, the star of the show, being able to pick up so many of these kills and just being able to start a lot of these fights. Motley not really able to handle a lot of this movement positioning and the damage coming out from the entire enemy team here. And you can see Brody wasn't really able to get right into critical mass where he deals a lot of damage. And right now you can see team fight participation coming on from Foxura, huge numbers here, except for the Claw. He's busy farming, that's totally fine, but he has been doing lots of turret damage, so he's been focusing a lot on the push in all these lanes actually. Motley were not really able to push out, this really wasn't their game, but they were able to dish out a lot of these damages as well, coming in from Martis with 29%, together with the Julian here as well, same percentages. And yeah, coming on with the damage from Foxura, a lot of them is shared together with the Lunox, the Yutong, as well as the Fredrin, coming up with a lot of this, making the team fight so much more better for them, coming in strong here. And yeah, that was a pretty crazy game for Foxura. Congratulations for them making it into the grand finals here. They are going to be going against one of the Tupais here, Tupai A. They played. Both of them played a really good game. I'm going to be looking forward to how they're going to be doing. But then again, we have a game in the bronze match as well, Motley and as well as Tupai B. So they're not out just yet. In the bronze match, it's still the best of one, and they're going to be competing who's going to be in third place there. And yeah, it's going to be a really huge game to be spectating as well. Motley did put up a really good fight. So we're going to see whether or not they have what it takes. And yeah, like before we head into this stage of the game of rounds number 5, we're going to take a short break. So I'll catch you guys soon. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream, everybody. This is MLBB one-shot tournament. Yeah, like guys, we have seen game number 1, game number 2 coming in really strong here. By the way, it's your caster here, Bambi. We're gonna be like watching a lot of these games, and right now we've seen the semifinals being played out in the past 2 games, and right now we're focusing our eyes towards the bronze match here. Yeah, right now in the bronze match we have MotleyCrue versus Tupai B. Yeah, like, as you can see, like in the first game, Tupai they played their heart out against Tupai A, and Motley they really played their hearts out as well against Foxura. These 2 teams are really strong, so I think like it was a really close one. I wouldn't. It's quite close, I would say. I have to say it's a really tough game. And in the finals, you can see Tupai A is going to be going against Foxura. Now these are the 2 teams that have like been playing massively well here. And I'm going to be excited to see these 2 games. And in the bronze match, it is going to be a best of 1. So we're going to have to figure out whether or not which of these teams are going to be coming in into 3rd place. 3rd place do have a bit of like some prize pool involved. And in the grand final, it's going to be a best of 3. And yeah, like we have seen these teams picking up some of their signature heroes in this game number 1 and number 2 in the semifinals. And yeah, like for Motley, we're gonna have to see what they have in store for us against Tupai B here. And right now we can see Motley is gonna be on the blue side and Tupai B is gonna be on the red side. Right now, they're gonna be going for the Arlet ban. Okay, so we have seen Arlet being picked up in both games, in game number 1 and 2. And right now he is gonna be banned in this situation, the first ban actually. Yeah, like his capabilities of catching all these heroes off guard is his bread and butter here. But right now let's see what Tupai B have in store. So they are going to be going for the Joy ban, alright? Yeah, there's no Joy anymore. Okay, they're going to pick up a Julian straight away. They're not wasting any more time on that. Yeah, like these 2 heroes, they are dealing a lot of damage. So with them out of the picture, it creates more space for them to build their strategies around that. And they are going to be going for a Kaja ban. Okay, so Kaja being banned as well really prevents a lot of the team fights ending up into any team's favor, whoever picks up that hero. The way that he's able to shut off some of these the team fights, as well as picking them up, you're not being able to cast any of your spells. There's no way you're going to be able to do anything. It's a crazy kind of disable. You can't even like attack, you can't cast your own spells, you can't even move, and you're back at the whim of Kaja actually. And right now Motley is going to be picking up the Martis here. Okay, and the retaliation from Tupai B, they're going to go for the 1-1 here, as well as Faramis. Okay, Faramis is always a very solid like hero you want to have on your team. Provides a lot of support. Really keeps your team up and alive for quite a long period of time. The extra HP really allows you to deal lots of damage in team fights, especially when the opponents deal that much damage as well. So like over time, the longer you are in the team fight, the more damage you can deal here. And one being picked up, especially a lot of mobility coming in. Like I'm just wanting to see whether or not they'll be responding with like a Kufra here. And it seems like they're going to be going for a Chopig together with a Clint. Okay, so Clint is also a pretty good counter against 1-1. Clint has a lot of range. His spells do quite a lot of damage. And he is a really good marksman to be going against the 1-1 here. Kind of evening out the playing field, especially in the laning phase later on. But right now we can see Tupai B might be going for... Okay, they're going for the Lapu Lapu here. Okay, so they're going to go for the fighter. They want to be checking out like all their... They just want to make sure that in the team fight, they're going to be able to deal the damage that they need to win a lot of their skirmishes here. And right now we're going to be taking a look at Tupai B, what they're going to be responding with their bans. Both marksman roles have been picked up on both sides. And okay, gonna go for the Valentina ban. Always a solid ban. She's always going to be able to do lots of damage here. And seems like that Motley is missing their mage here. They haven't really gotten any of their picks just yet, and just closing it out just really makes it easier for them to counter a lot of their mage plays. And right now Fred is going to be banned as well. Yeah, we've seen Fred like coming in really strong, hitting a lot of space. in the team fights, dealing a lot of damage as well. Any extended fights coming in from Fred here is going to be very risky, and he's also very good at tanking actually. So he is one of those like tanker fighter combos that you really don't want to like be messing around with. And right now for Tupai B, they're going to be responding with a Kufra pick. Okay. Right, this is looking pretty interesting. Yeah, it seems like instead for the 1-1 like with the Kufra counter, they are going to be picking up instead. It's also very good with against like, the Clint, the Troll. They have a lot of movement. Kind of prevents them from moving into the fight with the bouncy ball here. And let's just see what Motley has in store for us. It seems that they've really locked into the Atlas. Atlas has always been a very good team fight and initiator as well. So having him into under your team is going to be very good as well. And they're going to be picking up Aurora. Okay, we haven't seen a lot of Aurora in games, but this is one of those heroes that doesn't have a lot of movement, has no escape potential, but she deals a lot of damage, so you have to be really careful around her. You don't want her to be able to build up that buff, so like the spells do extra damage. And at least with the Fire Mist in play, it kind of negates some of that like huge damages coming in. And we're gonna see what Tupai is gonna be responding with an Arkai. Okay, Arkai jungle looking very solid. This is gonna be an interesting matchup actually, going into like this bronze match here. 1-1 against the Clint. It's going to be pretty interesting. You're going to see which of these heroes are going to be able to challenge each other. And yeah, with the Arkai in the jungle phase, he's going to be hitting level 4 very quickly. His ultimate is going to be able to allow him to roam into the lanes, especially in the side lanes, pushing them onto the wall and creating this huge stun mechanic. And it really opens up a lot of kill potential for anyone in those lanes. So you gotta take a quick look out onto where Arkai is roaming, because he is going to be the one initiating a lot of these fights. The way that he can tank in these fights as well is something you have to be careful about. So you have to be building something to make sure that you can really cancel this Arkai into the team fight. You don't want him doing a lot of this damage especially. And here we go into game number 3, the bronze match here. MotleyCrue, the blue side, Tupai B onto the red side. Alright, so guys, like you guys in the comments down below, do tell us, like give us your love and support for both of these teams, whoever you are. Like we love that like you're watching us play all these games. Like right now, I'm just really glad that you guys actually stayed this long for the bronze match. And here we go right now. All of these players are in their respective lanes. Clint's going to be battling out against the 1-1 here. Kufa is just doing a little bit of a babysit for the 1-1. And it just seems like Sunuzi, okay, you're going to be jumping in, meeting 2 heroes though. Yumji fighting somebody. Okay, Zira though is going to be caught off guard, and first blood will be an alpha Kufra though. Oh, that's not looking really good right now before the 1 minute mark. Tupai seems to be taking up the reins here. They really do want to get that third place placement. And this is going to be a really rough start for Motley here. Their first blood going to the side of Tupai really puts the gold lead advantage a little bit into their favor. And Iku taking a little bit of damage. Troll being able to zone him out a little bit. They're both a little bit low on HP though. But it seems that Iku's going to be the first guy to be getting out of that lane. And coming in from the rotation in the bottom though, Atlas and Amardis, they are going to be going for the jungle. It seems like Clint is being zoned out a little bit by the 1-1 here. He does seem to sense that like there's danger in the air. He seems to be taking his positioning very well here. Be able to find his farm. Kufra almost lands the shot there, but just a little shy from hitting him in the first place. And right now, Iku is going to be taking out the lane just a little bit more. They both went back though, so getting that heal up. Creo is going to be coming in. Turtle has respawned though. It is a 2 minute mark, and Mardi is going to be the one that is starting the fight here. Arkai is level 4 though, so he's going to try and create a bit of space. He does get the last hit though. The ulti is going to be committed. Skywalker might be caught in the corner, but they do back away in time. Oh, it just seems like Eagle's going to take a little too much damage. They're going to end up falling by the Atlas. But Atlas is low as well. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be enough. Arkai is going to get the pickup as well. Fire Mist is going to find another kill onto Martis. Very good pickup coming in from Tupai. It's a 2-for-1 situation, and they got the turtle. That's a really good trade coming in from Tupai here. But Motley, they are going to be playing a little bit more passively here. The farming phase is still going to be, like as always, just making sure that they get the farm that they so require. Right now you can see the bottom lane is going to be in a huge position for Xenogear. Like, he's going into the position. Iku dealing quite some damage here. Gonna use the flicker though, but he's gonna take a little bit of damage. He does commit the ultimate here, delaying as much time as possibly can, but he's gonna end up falling to the Archive though, as Q is coming in to try and pick up the kill. But they're just too tanky though. It seems that Ice is gonna be the one in trouble. He's going onto the wall. Archive tanks the tower a little bit more, but it's gonna be not gonna be enough. He's 5% HP. He's just gonna like skitter away though. Okay, he's gonna be able to get out. And right now, Zira coming in for the backup. Backup's coming in, he's just alone. Iku is doing a lot of damage to Atlas, but he is delaying just enough for the Skywalker to come in. Atlas is gonna end up falling to Lapu Lapu, but I feel like the damage is not gonna be enough though. Iku is coming in, and he's not gonna be getting out of that. Martis gets to pick up. And right now, their jungle is gonna be here. Skywalker is coming in though. Yamji might be able to find a little something though. He is caught in between a rock and a hard place. He's gonna get ganked as well. Kufra doing the little bouncy, not allowing him to like zone himself out there. And okay, he's gonna be into safety. The team is coming in with the nice rotations. And 3-6 in favor of Tupai here. The gold lead is 1,000 in the 4-minute mark. Turtle is about to respawn here. And as you can see, the position coming in from Tupai is a little bit more heavily fortified towards the top side. And you can see Wama is going to be able to get a kill off the Clint. Her mobility is just way too good for the Clint to sustain that fight there. But as you can see, they are taking the turtle. They are able to zone it out, and Archive is going to be able to get that last hit. Beautiful play coming in there. But right now, it just seems like taking a bit too much damage. Skywalker understand that their Martin is going to end up falling. And it just seems that the entire team is just jumping onto the boats. Ice might be taking a little bit too much damage, and the flicker is going to be committed. Oh, but it's going to end up falling to the tower though. Clint is going to be able to get that pick out, getting a shot down onto the 1-1, stopping her right in her tracks. But it just seems like Kufra just wants a little bit more blood. Alright, trying to create a little bit of disturbance in the force. But right now you can see Tupai is taking charge here. The mid tower is going to be going down first before the 5-minute mark. So taking advantage of that gold health. But Skywalker is going to meet some terrible opponents into the jungle, and it's going to be end up falling back totally fine. But it seems like Cho's going to be caught as well. He is very low in HP. He is going to be caught, and he's going to end up dying very quick there. And the ball is going to be taken here. Vash is diving this though. Is he going to be able to use the ultimate? He does get the ultimate though. No, we're going to be caught there, invulnerable. So he's going to be kiting off away from this Atlas. The backup is coming in, but Wawan's mobility is just way too high here. Alright, Tupai, like just playing their hearts out here. They're just really fighting for this 3rd place. The Skywalker gonna push his lane back a little bit, but taking some damage from the fire mist. And the tower is gonna end up falling in the top lane here. And it just seems like Wawan's gonna be able to get his kills left and right. He's just popping off 1-1, very aggressive in this game. The backup has arrived to the top lane. And it just seems that they're not going to be able to hold this little attack, this onslaught coming in from the 1-1. Right now, Tupai is making a huge rotation here. Aurora casts the ultimate, but they're able to get it out. But right now, Ice Cube is going to be caught between the hard and rock place as well. And this is diving the 2nd tower. They're going to end up falling. Tupai B is still holding on strong. Vash may take a little bit of damage, going to end up falling. But he gets the shutdown again on the 1-1. And it just seems like a 2-for-2 trade here is looking pretty alright here in this fight. Motley is going to be able to like get a bit of a footing in this stage of the game. It's only 6 minutes here. The turtle has respawned though. But it seems like Tupai is in a better position to take the turtle. But as you can see here, all these heroes have been respawned. They are going to be going to push out the lanes a little bit more. Bottom is going to fall quite quickly. I think it's going to fall sometime. I don't think Mama's enough time to do this, but they are pushing top though. They do not care. Karsi is going to end up being caught. Lapu Lapu did lots of damage there, but it seems that Zira is trying to be protecting, but he does get a suplex down. They do get 1 kill, Clinton get a kill, and it just seems like right now Atlas is not going to survive that at all. One big Karsi is going to deal a bit of damage here, but it's not going to be enough. Wama gets another kill off the troll. Down in the bottom lane as well. My goodness, 1-1. So much aggression coming in from this 1-1, and it seems like she's going to be able to pick up 2 of her items already, and she's well on her way getting to the 3rd item. And wow, she just got it. Just got it, guys. She's just gonna be able to do lots of damage here. A lot of this physical damage is gonna be prevented with that 3rd item. And it seems to be jumping down in the bottom lane. Vash may take a little bit of damage from the tower as you bring her into the tower. Sonic Cutie jumping in, 1-1 gets a kill off control. He's gonna be able to get out though, not gonna be in time. This Kufra is gonna end up falling for the entire team. And it's not Zero trying to find a little bit of a fight, but I don't think it's gonna be worth it. They are gonna end up falling back here. This is a really intense game coming in from Tupai. They are bringing like everything that they have into this game. And it seems that Motley is also on the back foot here. Right, as you can see, this is a little fight they're trying to be creating. They're trying to like come up with the pokes, but it's not gonna be enough. So you can see Skywalker trying to try a little bit of the blue buff here, but they're gonna be jumping Skywalker here. They do realize that he is there, zooming it out and just giving it all the way onto the side of Akai. And because of that space that they have been giving away to the side of Tupai B, the Lord may go uncontested here. The Lord is losing a lot of HP very, very quickly, and that's like a 15-second Lord take, very, very fast. And the Lord is going to come out very quickly as well. Very nice timing coming on from Tupai B, being able to take the Lord down before the creeps do respawn and move to the lanes. And right now, the Lord is going to be pushing top. It is the weakest lane thus far. And the fact of the matter is they are going to be pushing both of these lanes. Well, I would say the mid lane is going to be pushed in, bottom lane is going to be pushed in as well. They want to secure more map control with this Lord push. And if they can get like a hero kill on the side of Tupai B, they are going to be going for it as well. But right now, Motley is going to be securing the mid lane a little bit more heavily. They may not let the Lord come in just yet. They are going to be giving it... Oh, the Lord's coming in much more closer to the tower than I expected here. Okay, bottom tower does end up falling. Mid as well does end up falling. And right now, the Lord has met the tower in the top lane, and this is looking like a very terrible push. It's a very bad position for MotleyCrue here. Parsi taking a little bit of damage here, but right now Tupai might be diving a little bit too deep into the crystal, but they are losing a lot of HP though. Motley is dropping low on health. Arkai did jump in though, doesn't really commit the ultimate there. He is still able to use the ultimate. They are going to be able to defend this, but 1-1 is going to try and take some of this damage from the tower. Oh, he's going to get a call Xenoje, but it seems like the super is coming in on the Vash right now. It's going to be enough. He's going to be copying the ultimate. Oh my goodness, he does get the ultimate down, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to end up falling though. 4 heroes going to end up falling in this little skirmish that's happening. The overextension coming in from Tupai. They're trying to secure as much as they possibly can. I think the greed is way too high. Yamji might get caught here as well. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get caught here. The entire team gonna be able to jump on this Varamis. He's gonna end up falling as he's gonna get that last hit. He's gonna create a little bit of space rather than push mid here. And right now you can see Iku is gonna try to defend as much as possibly can. This tower doing a little bit of damage, but gets the stun though, doesn't land any of the shots. It's gonna be trickling in a little bit more than expected. Motley coming in with the woe. I have to say that like the gold lead isn't as intense as I thought right now. It's looking as though like Motley is going to be able to secure a little bit of money in the bag, getting that gold lead a little bit less shorter on both sides. It's just a 1k. Oh no, right now it's not even 1k anymore. It's like, it's less than that. It seems that they're like on even ground here with a 16 against 19 hero kills. The Lord is going to respawn at the half-minute mark. And it seems that Motley, they are playing like a really good game here. They're playing a little bit more passively though. They don't want to give away any of the lead that they've been getting. They're not gonna like give any chance to luck here. Trying to find some space, sticking together as an entire team. They do have the cooldown of when the Lord is going to respawn though, so they might go for this instead. They might also wait for the Lord to become enhanced at the 12-minute mark. They might actually just do that. And okay, the fight might begin here. Motley starting to begin that first blood, that skirmish there. The Lord is aggro though. They are going to be zoning each other back from this fight. Motley is going to be forced to go back a little bit quicker because these lanes are pushing in though. Like, don't forget these towers have fallen on the side of Motley. So pushing out of this base is going to be a bit more difficult because the creeps are going to be much more tankier, allowing Tupai to take the Lord for free here. And right now, this Lord take is going to be devastating here. It's going to go for the mid push. The fact that the creeps have spawned and gone to the lanes first, they give them a little bit of breathing space to allow Motley to be defending this. As you can see here, Tupai, they are trying to get more of this positioning into the jungle, not allowing them to get out of their base here. Right now the Lord is going to be spawned here, pushing down the mid lane. It's going to take some time for the Lord to come in, but they're going to play nice and safe on the side of Motley. They do not want to give any sort of positioning for free right now. This is looking like if any of these teams make a misplay, it's going to be GG here. But yeah, as you can see, they're taking it nice and slow, step by step. And the Lord is getting closer though. It's going to be getting to a really huge fight. Right now, Skywalker is trying to do a little bit of damage, but the Lord is really close to the crystal. A little bit of damage right now. Skywalker's gonna get caught though. He's gonna get slain. Lapu Lapu gets the kill. Very nice jump in though. And right now you can see these fires are just coming in very, very quickly. Atlas is gonna end off. MotleyCrue are just gonna be in left and right. 1-1 getting the ultimate off very quickly as well. Getting so many kills though. Foyos ended up falling. Aurora has no way to defend this. Chris is gonna end up being taken. And it just seems that Molly has just not enough strength for that. Oh my goodness, what an intense game. I have to say, that little defense that they have for Motley wasn't just enough for this Tupai here. Tupai is still coming in strong though. That really goes to show like what they have to do to get all the way into like the rounds number 5. And yeah, like congratulations on to 3rd place, the bronze match. Tupai, like you guys really fought and played a very impressive game here. My goodness, what a play! Like you guys were able to like secure a lot of this like jungle, a lot of these turtles being taken. The Lord as well. The fact that you didn't allow Motley to take any of these like positioning, just really goes to show that you guys know the game like so much more than they have, and it just seems like you've been playing so much better right now. But Motley, don't worry, you guys still have another chance to like get your position again into our next tournament, so don't worry. But here we have on the victory screen here, we have Tupai with 23 kills and Motley with 16. Yeah, Faramis though getting the MVP for his team. Yeah, Faramis has been like part of the team fights and he's been doing exceptionally well, like building a lot of these items and dealing lots of damage actually. I would say Kufra as always, like always in the right time, in the right place in the team fights, not allowing any of these heroes on the side of Motley to be able to jump in on the team fights here. But 1-1 though, like just jumping in with all these huge items, like getting that pick up very quickly. As you can see, the team fight participation on like the side of Tupai, it's quite even actually. Like, look at that with like the 60. They're almost at the 60% like range for all of them, which is really nice. I haven't seen such a balanced team fight participation percentage before. But let's not rule out MotleyCrue though. MotleyCrue were able to like find all these participations as well. Oh look, with ISQ is 69%, nice. Yeah, with like that hero damage coming in from their team. Aurora as well, leading it up together with the Clint with a 28 and 27%. And Tupai B, almost of the damage coming in from Faramis. Yeah, Faramis and 1-1, a lot, very, very present in the team fights. They just don't allow any of these teams to fight as long as they want. A lot of pickoffs, especially from the 1-1. A lot of solo kills coming in from 1-1 herself. Really shows that like they don't respect her positioning and her damage output as much as they should have. But yeah, as always, like congratulations to Tupai for making it and getting it actually into 3rd place and securing your prize pool. So yeah, like congrats, like Tupai baby. And yeah, like that was like a huge bronze match. And before we head into grand finals, we are gonna take a short break to secure these teams and in the best of 3. So I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Through my friend actually, inside the iBelate.com management team currently. I get to know from him everything about here.
iBelate ni saya dapat tahu daripada orang-orang yang lama, sebab setahu saya iBelate ini adalah platform yang lama dan terbesar di Malaysia.
It's very great. It's very great. It's very awesome. And I'm working actually with an outstanding team. Okay, we have a true pure teamwork here.
很高，它可以带来给我就是很有团队精神。OK， 有问题大家一起解决。
Actually, quite excited.
其实我是替其他人开心的，除了我自己可以拿到那个award之外，当我看到我的同事和我一起共事的人，他们取得那些成就的话，我是其实替他们感觉到兴奋的。
Besides and happy, I feel grateful also for iBelate.com for giving me this award and opportunity where I actually proved myself and also been in this industry, in this iBelate.com company.
Strategi saya senang sahaja. Kita kena rajin untuk layan tenant dan juga rajin untuk bagi kita punya link tu dekat orang dan layanlah tenant dengan baik.
I didn't thought at any strategy. I just give all my best. Yeah, just go all out.
谢谢你的领导、信任。
Saya nak berterima kasih dekat tim iBelate dan juga tim saya dan sesiapa sahaja yang nak join tim kami. Jom ke iBelate.
First of all, I would like to thank the whole iBelate team, iBelate.com team, especially to Mr. Lee, the CEO, and also Mr. Alright, and the rest of the team like Brittany, MotleyCrue, also in the back end that support me all the while in this journey.
我希望iBelate Preferred 不要放弃，坚持下去，因为我相信以后在马来西亚是一个很大的市场。
I'd like to say thanks, and iBelate can continue further their vision and mission.
iBelate, love way.
You are the one. Let's join us.
Hi, good morning.
Wow.
industry and all together to here to celebrate Consumer Choice Awards dinner.
Terima kasih juga saya ucapkan kepada Presiden Kebangsaan MTPN, Datuk Paduka Dr. KB yang memberi kesempatan kepada saya untuk berada di atas pentas menyampaikan sepatah dua kata bagi mewakili beliau.
Saya berharap dengan adanya pengangguran ini, para pengguna dapat meningkatkan lagi keyakinan mereka terhadap peniaga-peniaga tempatan di Malaysia. Justru mengangkat tahap sosioekonomi Malaysia ke tahap lebih tinggi. Maka dengan itu, besarlah harapan saya agar seluruh keluarga Malaysia dapat memberikan sepenuh sokongan serta kerjasama yang erat kepada pihak MTPN untuk menjayakan lagi anugerah pilihan pengguna pada masa yang datang.
I am Raymond from Kluang, Johor, the founder and designer of Race Conceptual Design. I want to thank my team for their dedication and hard work in giving me our company the honors to receive today's Consumer Awards.
Fresh and Hygiene Services in Berhad was established in 2006. Tonight we would like to thank MTPN for organizing the event, and we are honored to be one of the winners. And thanks to customer trust and support all the time.
First of all, a million thanks to MTPN Majlis Bintangan Pengguna Negara for the award, for this amazing award, Consumer Choice Award 2022. This award belongs to the iBelate team and iBelate user and iBelate owner.
here from Island Paradise Travel and Tours from Johor Bahru. I'm here to thank Dato' Paduka KBO to nominate our company as Consumer Choice Award today.
Good evening to all award winners. I would like to thank Majelis Tindakan Pengguna Negara for choosing our brand and nominating us for the Consumer Choice Award 2022. I dedicate this award to all my teams and of course to my loyal customers.
Hello everyone, my name is Philip He, a passionate teacher specialized in teaching Bahasa Melayu. Consumer Choice Award Malaysia, 马来西亚消费人认证品牌大奖. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
And once again, congratulations to all the awardees of Consumer Choice Award 2022.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. My name is Bambi here. Welcome back, welcome back. This is MLBB One Shot. If you guys missed out a lot of these games, you have seen like I think it was like 3 games actually. Moving on to like the grand finals, which you're going to be looking at in a short while here. So don't worry, guys. Like game number 1, game number 2, and game number 3. The last game that we seen was game number 3, which was the bronze match. We saw Tupai. The Tupai team going to be making it into 3rd place here. MotleyCrue unfortunately getting into 4th. But right now we're taking a look at the bracket here. We're going to be looking at Tupai Esports A versus Foxura Esports here. You can see on the right side, like they have fought and clawed their way from 28 teams coming into this grand final here. So it's going to be looking like it's a really feisty situation for them. And as you guys know, it is a best of 3 for them in the grand finals. So they're not going to be playing in like a deathmatch situation. They do have another game that they can play and maybe change their strategies amongst each other. So it's going to be a really fantastic, really interesting game as well. These 2 teams came in super strong. So this grand final is going to be looking like to see who has the better strategy against each other, whether or not the teams are going to be pitted against each other. They're going to be playing at their very best. And here we go, going to the first game of this game of 3 here. Tupai A versus Fox. Looking at this Fanny band very quickly coming in from A. And Foxura going to pick up the joy very quickly as well. Like these blonde-haired girls, they're going to have a chance to see any sort of like play in any of these games at all. And we'll see what will be responding here with this little band. And right now, this seems like you're going to be going for the 1-1. Okay, going for the 1-1. All right. Okay. So Tupai, they played quite an aggressive game in game number 1 against their own team actually for Tupai B. They were able to read like what their opponents were capable of doing, but this might be the first time they're pitted against each other here against Foxura. And it seems like Foxura is going to be banning the Arlet here. Yeah, Arlet's going to be seeing any play. These heroes that have been banned, they are able to move around the map very well, very quickly. Don't really want to allow them any space whatsoever. And right now it seems like Tupai is going to be responding with a Faramis. Okay, so Faramis, as you guys know, he's a very flexible hero, capable of moving towards the support side or towards the damage dealing side. And yeah, you can see Foxura is going to be picking up 2 of their fighters or like slightly tanky like selections here. Right now you have Fredrin and Yu Zong. So these 2 pickups, they're looking pretty good. They deal lots of damage. They're able to like keep the team fights out of the way. And with Tupai A responding with a Glue and then Edith here. Edith seeing a lot of play recently. I like seeing new heroes coming into the tournament, coming in as well. Glue always deals a lot of damage, especially in like extended team fights. EDF is going to be able to tank a lot of damage, and on the side of Foxura, they're picking up the Valentina, being able to do lots of damage especially. And for the bans, you're going to be banning Barats, which is interesting. We haven't seen any Barats being picked up in any of these tournaments, but I guess a Barats like the random Barats pick might stop Foxura in their tracks against what they have going on with the game plan here. Beatrix being banned as well is also a good thing. Well, like the 1-1 and the Beatrix, they are very strong in the marksman phase, so you don't really want to be dealing with them just yet. And right now they're going to be having Brody and Lancelot on the side of Tupai here. Lancelot is a hero that's not really picked up very often, but he deals a lot of damage when played very well here. And like the mobility coming in from Foxura though, it seems like Lancelot is going to be in a more prime position here. And Moskov being picked up on the side of Foxura. Moskov is a very solid marksman moving into the stage of the game with his high attack speed. And Estes is going to be picked up as the last pick here. Estes is a very good support, going to be able to heal the team, and together like with the Moskov gonna keep him alive in a team fight longer than usual, might lead the team fight into a different position. But Farmins on the other side here of Tupai, it might look like it's going to be a bit of a rough spot for how the team is going to be played out. So we have to see whether or not both of these teams are going to have it against each other here. And you guys are watching back at home, you guys supporting Foxura and Tupai here, do comment down below like who's will be favoring who's going to be winning in this matchup here, in this best of 3. So guys, just drop the comments, drop the likes down below, share it with your friends, let them know that you're a team that you're supporting and you really so dearly love is going to be playing it out the hearts here to get grand finals. And here we go in the very first game, Tupai Esports A versus Foxura Esports. And right now it just seems like the laning phase here is going to be in a more passive side. They're going to be trying to go for the farm here. And you can see Glue is trying to create a bit of a disturbance in the forest in the mid lane. Nizu taking a little bit too much damage before the tower commits the flicker just before the 1 minute mark. That's a very early commitment to use that flicker, but gets her out into safety. But right now you can see Moskov is going to be going against the Brody. Brody is taking a bit of an aggressive positioning here, zoning out that Moskov. Right now you can see they're going to be taking a bit of farm away from Foxura actually. Very nice draw from Tupai here. But right now you can see they're going to be moving a lot in this game actually. Now top has 3 of these heroes. Brody might be caught. Oh, he gets a stun to the wall though. It's going to be enough damage. The flicker is going to be committed, gets into safety though. But Danielle might find a little something, or maybe not. Chemistry going to be pushing them a little bit back here. But it just seems like they're not really phased by this position coming in. They're taking each other's space. They are going to be able to get some of these pickups, very small like pokes, and just dropping their HP in a way that gets them into that kill potential. But you can see Fred is going to be moving in quite close into the enemy jungle, but now he's going to be getting away from that anyway. Alright, it just seems like Sharon is trying to find some space here. Oh, does he get a little something? No, Chizumaru is going to be able to dodge that though. Very nice reaction there. Oh, uses that though. Okay, almost got baited there. Okay, Sharon trying to find as much space as he possibly can here. And Turtle has respawned. Foxura really won this though, but it seems like backup is coming in on both sides. Tupai, they do want this as well. He's gonna be able to get it though. Freddy's gonna be able to pick it up. The Foxura is going to get the first kill on the Turtle, but right now it seems like the team fights are getting really messy. First bird coming in onto Yutong. Right now it just seems like Tupai is not gonna be able to secure any of like very favorable positions here. Foxura able to take that Turtle and as well as 1 kill. So taking that gold lead a little bit further up. Rona Zoro and able to like farm as always against the Moskov. Seems like in the laning phase, Brody is always going to be able to have a much more favorable position, that extra range there. But right now, he just seems like he's trying to poke this, but it's not really reaching like that, just that extra range though. But this rotation coming in from both sides, they're moving it towards the top side a little bit more heavily. And they're going to be making a move down into the river here. Okay, Farmis might get a little bit caught here. Oh my goodness, Fredrin, you might find out something. But he are very tanky though. Is this gonna be enough? Okay, it does get a slam down. Not really doing enough damage. They are dropping quite low. They're moving towards the safety of their tower. And these rotations coming on both sides. They're very aggressive. They're taking a lot of positioning. Foxura moving into very dangerous positions. Right now, Tupai is moving into their space. Right now, Foxura is going to be able to get out of this. They're going to be committing to this fight here. They're really full of HP though. Fad's going to be in the backline trying to get a kill onto Daniel, but Fireman is going to commit the ultimate, giving them the extra HP. But it's going to... Is it going to be enough though? I think so. It's going to end up being expiring, and right now Nizubit is going to end up being murdered by the landslot here. But it seems like Brody is going to end up falling here as well. It's going to be enough damage. Nico Robin is going to be dealing a lot of damage on Elfad, trying to find some kills, but it's going to be enough. He is super tanky though. He's dropping real low HP. SS is behind and taking care of Elfad. Ikwan might be falling back. Kai comes in for the backup, but no chemistry is also tanky as well. It's going to be enough damage. Nico Robin comes in as well. Oh my goodness, they're just coming in left and right. They're just not letting this fight end at all. But they might find one more. Glue that end up falling. Yuchong comes in the nick of time. But Lynx though is gonna end up falling back here. AD is gonna be found here in the jungle. But it just seems like the fight is gonna be, so it's gonna end here. Well, that's a pretty extended fight. Like to the point that the turtle has already respawned. I didn't even realize that. The turtle has respawned. And it just seems like these lanes, they're looking pretty fantastic on the side of Foxura. The goal lead is extending towards the side of Foxura here. And right now we have a little skirmish down in the bottom lane. Yuchong trying to be pushing this. Junjun is forced into his tower here. And right now no chemistry is moving into position into the turtle. Tupai A really wants this extra objective here. But they might just give it away because they don't feel like the fight is going to be worth it. But right now the rotation coming in from Tupai, they're closer towards the mid lane. But Foxura as well though, they are really close to this turtle. It could be anyone's turtle right now. They have what it takes to take this little fight. They are going for this though. Turtle is dropping really low and Freddy is able to take it up and he's going to be changing his eyes onto no chemistry possibly. No way he's going for Lynx. They're not instead cutting out the entire team off. And right now it just seems like the fights are getting a little bit more extended. And it just seems like okay, the mid lane, but look at the Yuchong chasing and the glue ends up falling though. Oh my goodness, like it seems like he's gonna cut into the rock at a hard place. No, maybe not. Sharon gets a double. The backup incoming on time though. Valentina gets a kill of the Faramis. And now the mid lane may be open a little bit more. Lancelot has cast his spells though. His escape capabilities is gonna be disappearing very quickly. He is gonna be caught behind the tower, but not in the safety though. Gonna end up following Foxura is playing one heck of a game here, and the towers are going to end up falling. One tower at the top falling. In the mid lane as well. Group trying to defend this as much as he possibly can, but the tower is down. There's no extra damage coming in to defend this. But right now it just seems like this is looking pretty rough here. There's no way he's going to be getting out of this alive though. The entire backup is coming in, putting out of position and making Tupai getting no great placements for them at all. They're going to take that blue buff as well away from their nose in a matter of seconds. It just seems like they're going in really strong. They're going to go for more fights here. Tupai going to get caught here. Zoro going to be able to get out though, but Daniel is... Okay, the ultimate is going to end here. He has some HP though. This fight might be looking really good for Tupai, but it just seems like Foxura is doing way too much damage behind this second tier tower. They're just diving behind the base wall. Farana is going to be end up falling back here. This is going to be a fight they do not want to engage in, but it seems like Nizu just wants a little bit more. Kai is doing so much damage to the tower. He's attacking so quickly here. Tower ends up falling though. Everyone is going to be jumping down into this lane. Yuto is trying to create a little bit of disturbance here. Is it going to be enough? They do get one kill. Zoro's going to end up falling. It's looking really rough for Tupai right now. 2-12 here. Foxura is taking a huge goal lead with 7,000 in the bank. But Nisu taking a huge amount of damage from the landslot. But Nisu may be able to get out of this. The backup is going to be arriving though. I don't think it's going to be a fight. You want to be fighting in this. Nisu is going to be getting out, going to be healing a little bit more. But the Estes is doing a fantastic job doing this healing. And he's healing a little bit more, going back into the fight though. The Spirit is going to be coming in, this bit more damage though. The backup is coming in from Foxura. They're going to be jumping this into this position. There's no way. Okay, they're going to be falling back though. They're going to be getting back into the nick of time. But this mid-tier tower might end up falling. It's going to end up falling. Yes, it will. It's going to be enough though. Nico Robin in the side, trying to get this buff here. But it just seems like Foxura is going to be able to read that movement as well. But it might be a little bit off, and the second tier tower, Nico Robin take a little bit of damage. Alright, a little bit of a bait. No, okay, the bit of damage. Nico Robin. Okay, TPing under the tower. Trying to recall there. Not going to be in the safety, just ends up walking backwards. And right now, all of these towers are coming down even before the Lord gets taken as well. This is going to be looking really rough for Tupai A. This is a really rough game here, but no chemistry is going to be coming in real hard into the enemy team. But it seems that they're going to fall back here. Zoning them out, giving them some of that space in the jungle. But there's no jungle for them to be taking at all. And right now, Nico Robin is going to find that the Lord is going to be taken in. The entire team of Foxura might be coming in. But no time to KS at all. Fredrin is going to be able to get that last hit. Perfect timing and execution. Nico Robin might be caught out of position. Is going to get ganked really heavily here, trying to dodge as much space as he possibly can. But there's no tower in sight right now. And the Spirit comes in nice and strong, getting the kill from a long range. And this is going to be a really scary defense for them. It's going to take 18 seconds for Nico Robin to come back into the game here, so this push might look a little bit more risky. The damage dealer is not going to be there to help them defend this tower. And look at Moscow just taking the tower down so quickly. There's nobody going to be able to defend this. And they're going to be diving all the way into the mid lane. Right now, no chemistry, trying to stay in the front line. Chujumaru as well, trying to hold the enemy team off. The Lord is coming down mid lane, is reaching the river right now. It's going to be really close. It'll be 10 more seconds for the Lord to reach the front doors, knocking on that doorstep. And right now this tower might, okay, the tower is going to commit that little boom boom there, and this is going to be the last defense. This is going to be a huge push from there. All the enemy team, all the players are going to be alive and respawn. They are going to be trying to go for this little attack here. Trying to create a little bit of disturbance. He's going to take a little bit of damage there. No chemistry is taking way too much damage. Going to go back to get it some heal. The Lord is going to end up falling down here. The health is going to drop, and the top tower is going to end up falling by the Moscow. That's what does fight the Moscow, but the Moscow is going to be able to jump out though. The entire team is going to be clumped up together. Is there anybody going to be getting this kill underneath the crystal? Right now, it's going to be moving in very nice and close. No chemistry taking a bit too much damage there. Alpha is going to be jumping in, but going to be able to get out though. Very tanky as a Fredrin. Right now, Nico Robin is going to be caught on the sidelines though, jumping back into the fight, getting a bit more damage. But Moscow is dealing way too much about a landslot though. The crystal is going to be exposed very, very soon right now. But so much damage coming in on the side of Tupai right now. But Foxura is going to be able to get that kill, and the crystal is going to end up falling. Oh my goodness! Foxura coming in so strong. Victory. All they need is just one Lord push. And the tower is just ending on the side of the top lane, the mid lane. Oh, the positioning coming in from Foxura is so intense. Tupai has no way for them to defend this at all. Like, the matter of the fact is that like they weren't able to secure a lot of their objectives, which really put the gold lead in front for Foxura, getting like the objective, and as well as not being able to secure on the side of Tupai. They were not able to get any of the pickoffs to offset the gold advantage, and losing a lot of the team fights after the objective was really, really unfavorable for Tupai here. They did try their best in this game number 1 though, but the thing is, like, this is a best of 3, so they might be able to read what Foxura have in store for them in game number 2. So they're not right out of the running just yet. And that was a pretty intense fight, I'm not gonna lie. And this is the score right now. You can see Foxura with 15 and Tupai with 3. Like they're not able to perform as well as they possibly could against Foxura. Just showing such a strong game in game number 1 here. Fredrin getting the MVP and the gold medal. Building up the tank build, but also able to deal lots of damage with this build, especially Moscow with the higher attack speed, just bringing out a lot of the opponents on Tupai's side onto their knees here, not just being able to secure any of these team fights for them. Just taking a look at the team fight participation coming in from Foxura, like huge numbers here, while Tupai has even bigger numbers in terms of percentage-wise, but they only had about like 3 skirmishers coming from their side. Lots of the damage is coming in from the Brody as well as the Lancelot. So right now on the side of Foxura, you can see the damage coming a lot from Valentina, but throughout the entire team is quite balanced out. They played a fantastic game on the side of Foxura, and for Tupai A, they really tried their best to offset the damage that has been dealt by them. But the matter of the fact is that they took so many towers from them, and the thing is that when you lose this much towers in such an early stage of the game, you begin to lose that map control that you need, and you can't really find these little small fights here and there to sort of get extra gold for yourself. And whew, Foxura, man, like that was a pretty impressive game. I'm not gonna lie, like you made it look like Tupai A was fighting like an uphill battle. like your hero picks were looking fantastic. The Estes playing off against the Faramis. That extra healing really provided the skirmishes a little bit more survivability, keeping up that Valentina especially, like dropping very low on health, like 25%, and healing her back up into the fight, turning that skirmish all around, turning the one being chased to being the chaser instead. That was pretty impressive, and like the backup coming in from both sides though, like it's just that push and pull. Foxura really showed a huge dominating like scene there, and here you can see that the bracket is up once more. You are still in a best of 3 with Foxura with 1 in the bag here. So for Tupai to get any way of any shot into the first place, they have to win 2 games, but Foxura only have to win 1 more. So most of the pressure is going to be riding on the shoulders of Tupai A here. Foxura just have to worry about winning that 1 extra game to just secure their slot in as the grand champions. And right now Foxura has been showing a really crazy dominating team fight, as well as like their strategies, as well as their skill here. Tupai, you got this, guys. You gotta really plan out your strategies for the next game in number 2 here. Don't count yourself out just yet. Like Tupai lovers out there, like the MotleyCrue boys and girls, you know, show them your love and support in the comments down below. If you guys don't know, we have a Facebook channel. If you guys are watching on Facebook and on YouTube, we have a YouTube channel as well. We do upload our live streams on both platforms, so do give us some love and support if you like what we're doing here, showcasing some of your favorite teams and like the local teams as well. Yeah, like just give us some love, give us a shout out as well. If you like what we're doing, especially you can follow us on our Discord channel as well. On Facebook, we update rather regularly, so you can keep up with the latest news on the tournaments that we're having. So if you guys are really interested in playing into these games, yeah, just take a look out. And right now, we're taking a look onto game number 2 here with Foxura onto the left side now and Tupai on the right. Okay, so Joy is going to be banned right off the bat. In the banning phase, there's no way you're going to be seeing her. Don't plan on seeing her at all. Tupai's going to be banning Fredrin. They do give them the respect ban here. And right now, the Fred being banned might change the playstyle just a little bit more. They're now targeting the heroes that they have seen in the game number 1. They realize some of their weaknesses moving into game number 2. So they want to prevent a lot of these plays, and they don't want to give away a lot of their positioning in the early game. Actually, the early game is what really mattered the most in the game number 1. Not being able to secure a lot of the objectives, especially on the side of Tupai here. And right now you can see Arlet is going to be banned. We're not going to be seeing any of these Arlet plays at all, and Mama's going to be banned here as well. But yeah, this seems like a very solid ban lineup here. Foxura is going to be the first team to get their hero pick first. So that means any hero that they want is going to be on the table. That's the extra advantage that you get being first pick. But going in second though, you're going to be going for the Kaja right now. Kaja is such an excellent selection here. You're going to be able to all these fights as long as the cooldown of the ultimate is done. You're going to be starting a lot of these skirmishes as much as you want. And on the side of Tupai A, because they're going in second, they're going to be able to retaliate and pick a lot of these counters. So picking first is a really huge strategic position that you have to think about. And right now Tupai A is going to lock into Savior. It's a strong mage, deals a lot of damage, and they're going to pick up the glue as well. No chemistry is going to be on the glue. It has been his signature hero coming into the tournament, so he is still confident that his glue is going to be bringing in a lot of the team fights towards their favor here. But we have to see what Foxura have in mind for these little picks that they are seeing here. They are going to go for the Alice. Very, very fast pick there. Very interesting pick as well. Alice is a very strong damage over time mage. Is very able to move very quickly. And they pick up a Martis as well. Martis also has high mobility, deals a lot of damage, and might be going into the jungle. So Martis, like getting a lot of levels very quickly, is going to be able to roam into the lanes, dealing lots of damage and trying to secure a lot of these kills and put the lead more forward. And right now Tupai A is going to go up and pick the Brody once more. Foxura hasn't picked up any of their carries just yet. They might go for the Respect Moskov ban. They can go for it. They may not though. Right now their lineup is looking pretty solid on the side of Tupai A, but Foxura as well. In terms of like team fight wise, they're looking much stronger here. And Tupai is gonna go for the Beatrix ban here. They do realize that Beatrix also brings a lot of damage to the table, especially in team fights and in the laning phase. The fact is that she can do lots of damage and she can rotate like around 3 guns. And there's a lot of ultimates that you have to deal with, and a lot of damage as well. So right now they're going to go for the Barats ban. Okay, Foxura has gone for the Barats ban once more. I think they're still afraid of like Barats against their lineup here. But it seems like a lot of heroes are still on the table. That's the ones that they've been playing rather well. Seems like Alice is quite a new addition to this game number 2. And Ling, okay, Ling is going to be picked out here. Ling is fantastic at moving around the map. Going to be able to do lots of damage if you're being caught alone, so positioning is going to be very important on the side of Foxura here. But it just seems that Foxura has so much mobility. He's going to be able to get out of danger quite quickly. Alice being able to cast that orb and teleporting to it provides her an escape skill as well as a skill to make her jump in. Okay, so Claude is going to be locked. Yeah, Marksman here and Lunox is going to be locked in, and Edith is locked in right off the bat. And this is going to be looking like a really good game from both sides here. Foxura has quite a steady lineup. I always like a Kaja play, creates a lot of plays, especially in the skirmishes in the early game. Brody being picked up, but the thing is that being countered by the Claude might be a huge deal, but Claude is going to be doing much better in the mid game. So you got to be careful about what's going to be happening. Brody also has a very strong mid-game to late-game presence. The extra range allows him to deal huge amounts of damage in the backline. So catching him is going to be a much more difficult position to secure. But yeah, this is going to be game number 2. We're wishing that both teams the best of luck moving forward here. We will see whether or not Foxura is going to be able to close it out with this one more game, or does Tupai cause a little upset and to game number 3. And here we go. Right now, Foxura against Tupai A in the best of 3 match number 2. So right now you can see that the laning phase has been a little bit more passive. They are going to be securing their own farm here. And look at that attack speed though, that's so much damage. And that pull away from the creep wave, it allows the Martis to like just go very quickly into the red buff here. So much faster than Nico Robin actually. Surprisingly faster. Martis really deals a lot of damage. And you can see they're going to take a little bit of positioning here into the river. Kaja trying to create a little bit of disturbance in the force, but not so though. Okay, the zoning coming in from the glue, really pushing them back into their side of the jungle, but no chemistry is coming in a little bit too fast though. Might be a bit overextending this position, though the backup isn't that close by. The Link is moving in, but decides to back out. Moves into the mid lane though. Might find a little bit of a kill. Luna's gonna end up playing first. We're gonna end up in the hands of Savior. That's not looking so good for Foxura in this stage of the game, but it's just first blood. And right now it just seems like I'm gonna be able to take that little KS here. Alpha finding a little bit of damage. Okay, no chemistry just moving back in with half HP. Showing that he has the cojones for that. But you can see Claude is losing the lane a little bit from Rona Zoro, but Rona Zoro is going to get caught here but moves away very quickly, taking very minimal damage in the process. The rotation coming from Kaja, trying to make sure that Claude gets the farm that he needs. And right now we can see Alice is going to be able to find his farm. Almost level 4 though, but might find a little bit more than she might eat here, but it seems she's going to be able to get out with the first skill. Totally fine. Lunas is going to be coming in for a bit of backup. Nitsu might be spotted here. They do realize mid is a little bit open, but Kaja is there to defend this. But Chun, they're going to be able to... Okay, going to be able to get out though, totally fine. Right, Edith is good at getting out of these like dangerous positions. And it seems like the turtle aggro, we do realize a lot of these teams coming in, but no chemistry coming into Ikwan. But Ikwan's gonna be able to get out though. Kaja has a lot of mobility. Let's not forget that. But right now, Sable commits the ultimate, lands one shot though, but Martis gets the KS. So right now, they get a kill off the Edith right now, and they're gonna be jumping out to the mid lane. The position is gonna be out though. No chemistry is gonna be able to tank this into the early game. Right now it's gonna be enough. Matif gets the kill onto Glue. And right now, Foxura, as in crazy fashion, gonna be able to secure the objectives and get some kills though. But Ikwan might be able to get out though. Very nice movement coming on from this Kaja. But Ling gonna take a little bit of damage getting out of this fight. The rotation coming in from Foxura has been fantastic here. But no chemistry is gonna be coming in. Playing a little bit of a skirmish, a little bit of a fight. Oh, excuse me. And right now you can see Alpha is a little bit caught out of comfort in the enemy jungle, but with his ability, he's gonna be able to get out. Losing a little HP in the process, but he does not die. Right now you can see Kai. He's gonna try and find a little kill onto Brody, but Brody still deals a lot of damage though. He is marked, so he's gonna take a little bit of extra damage. And the rotation from Foxura though, they are really close into the bottom lane. I don't think they realize where the opponents are. As you can see, the goalie isn't as far, but you can see right now the Martis is farming quite well, I would say. Quite in the same line with the two, what do you call that? The position 1, 2, and 3. And on the side of Tupai, they're not doing so bad themselves here. First items coming in for Brody, getting the Hephaestus blade, the crazy name blade. Yeah, and you can see Alice has been able to pick up that wand that basically scales very well as time progresses. Cloud is picking up the Demon Hunter's sword, so he's going to be able to take out the tanks much more easier. And with the high attack speed that he can generate from, he's going to take down no chemistry very quickly as well. Nico Robin is going to be able to secure that last year on the MoneyCrue. Unfortunate for you, Sharon. But Turtle is going to respawn here. Both teams are going to be close by enough to be securing this. It'll take. And Saber is able to nick Nizu just a little bit with the ultimate coming in. And it just seems like Tupai is going to fortify this. Turtle take very heavily here. Ikwan is going to be fighting together with Alpha taking a little bit of damage. And Martin is going to be able to get that last hit though. And oh no, Chunamaro is going to be caught dropping at half HP. Blue's going to be completing a lot of spells, causing and now for a double kill on Kaja. And right now it's looking really dicey for Foxura here. They're not going to be able to do enough damage, but Brody finding enough, not getting that last hit, not on time on Alpha, being too tanky. Nico Robin might be found here. They're going to be on time, Sharon's going to be able to back out on time. Pop is pushing in, so the creeps are going to be delayed as well. So there's enough time for the rotation. And right now Luna's going to be moving into the space of Savior, and right now he's going to end up falling here, but Luna's going to get jumped on. It just seems like Glue really wants to avenge his teammate, but just gets out right now and just notices there's too many heroes are there to like back up Mitsu there. No chemistry, going to be defending this tower very, very well. And Nico Robin might be caught a little bit off guard, jumps back in with a little bit of a poke, trying to bait them into a position that is not favorable for them. And right now, this game is looking pretty close to each other right now. Tupai is able to read what Foxura has in store for them. I feel like Tupai has drafted very well in this game. They have as well played a game that doesn't really give Foxura that time of day, giving them any sort of leeway at all. And Chunamaro taking a little bit of damage onto the Alice here. Oh, the ultimate doesn't really land. Unfortunate. As you can see, Martis is slowly getting his items out very quickly, together with the marksman Claude there. Right now, it just seems like no chemistry is jumping in once more into a huge team fight, drags him back into the side of the jungle here in the bottom lane. And it seems like going to be caught off guard here. He is very tanky though. Is it going to be enough? Ling finds a kill off screen, but Luna is going to get a kill off to Glue here. It's a 1-for-1 trade. And it just seems like they're just trading off each other one by one, bit by bit. The gold lead is slightly in the favor of Foxura here. And the turtle has respawned though. Tupai A might want to take this turtle as fast as they can. The backup isn't coming anytime soon though. So this turtle might be theirs for the first time. And right now, it seems like Tupai has been able to secure at least one turtle this game. And it dying at the 7-minute mark allows the turtle to be coming out anyway. So right now there's a lot of damage coming in from the Alice though, going to be able to get out in the nick of time. She doesn't have mana to mess around in this team fight as well. Ling has hit level 10. One of the first heroes to hit level 10 on his side of the team. And Cloud finds the kill onto the Brody here, but Ikwa is dropping really low right now. There's a snipe lad, it does hit the Kaja. Excellent play there, the kiting didn't allow her to dodge that. one bit here. And the score is still dead even with 5-5. The goal lead isn't fantastic as well. It's not favoring any team currently, only for Foxura with the extra 1k gold lead. But it's not going to be enough just yet. The bottom lane is still exposed though. He could go for the push, but he decides to go for the rotation. Lunox is going to be hanging around in the mid lane, in the brush there. But it seems like no chemistry is going to be jumping in though. Alpha might be caught out here. But it seems like no chemistry is taking a lot of damage as well. Ultimate is committed onto Alpha. He's trying to jump back. I think it's going to be enough for him to get out of there. So but Kaja is going to be kiting them backwards. And Kaja is going to be able to get out of that scot-free. Cloud is moving into a prime position, but going to end up farming. The bottom set for Foxura is going to be heavily fortified. And Lunas finds another kill into the top lane together with the Alice. Wonderful play, but it seems like Lisa will be able to find a kill onto Nizu. Going to be following him. He's going to be able to get out though. Not going to be enough. Gets a shutdown. Ends up falling 6-6. And Sherry's going to be able to find this. Ultimate is going to be committed. Oh, going to be a bit of an outplay situation coming in though. Oh, but Sherry is full of HP. Then bottom right now, there's so much action coming in. Bottom tower is going to end up falling. Kai taking a little bit of damage. Ultimate's away, but is he going to be able to get out? Not going to be enough though. And now falling here. Alpha comes in to save the day. Zoro's going to end up falling into Alpha's hands. Going to be falling back. It's going to take a little bit too much damage from the glue. Should be able to get out though. It's going to be enough. I feel like it's going to be enough. Not really. Save is going to end up falling instead. And then right now, Tupai is going to take the lead for the first time in terms of hero kills. But the goal lead is still in favor of Foxura with the 1k goal lead. This game is looking dangerously close to each other. This is a very different game from game number 1 here. And right now, Tupai A's, they're playing their hearts out. They're playing like, they have like more than one heart here. Like 2 hearts is happening. And it just seems like Foxura is not having the time of day in this situation here. Not being able to secure the lead that they want so badly. The Lord has spawned though, so they are taking a favorable position. And aside of the Lord where he spawns, the brush is going to be taken out. Tupai is going to be falling back in this position. Claude is going to be close by to take this Lord, dropping the HP lower and lower. But it just seems like Tupai wants to jump onto these heroes right now. Foxura might be caught off guard here. Playing a lot of these team fights is looking as though like we can't. There's no way they're going to be able to take the Lord. The Lord should be really low to be able to KS though. Right now, Martis gets another one. He's excellent at all this positioning. Around Tupai is taking so much damage here. There is no way. Gets a kill. Gets a second though. Oh my goodness. Claus ends up falling right now. The Lord's going to be running down to the bottom lane. But it just seems like it's a 2-for-2 trade here. But it just seems like Tupai is not going to be having any time of day here. The push is coming in very quickly. The towers, they do have the advantage on the side of Tupai. But Foxura has the Lord, so the push is going to come in very easily. They're taking the mid tower much quicker here. The creeps are stronger. They want to defend this base, but the creeps on the top is pushing in as well. Let's not forget that, but they want to defend this mid lane as much as they possibly can. Ling is going to be defending the top lane, and their struggles to push the mid lane has come to a halt here. But since they're making their way down to the bottom lane, Alpha trying to push as much as he can here. But it just seems like they're going to be able to defend this. Tower almost ends up falling. There's like 5% HP there. But the top lane as well is dropping very low as well. It was end up falling here. Very, very nice backdoor coming in from that. Bottom lane falling here. And it seems like they have taken 5 towers away from Tupai with that one Lord take. Now in a much more favorable position, the gold has swung to the side of Foxura a little bit more with 3k gold lead with the extra towers. And it just seems like this tower might end up falling here. They put all their forces in this position. And right now, Martins gets caught in the bottom river lane. And it just seems like this is not looking very good. But Brody gets caught as well. Alice finding these kills. There's a little skirmish now into the blue buff here. Tower ends up falling in the top lane, but this is a huge fight coming for Ikwan. Blue is dealing lots of damage, puts it back into the team fight. It's looking really good on the side of Tupai here, finding an extra kill, getting one more, getting a double. Lunas ends up falling here, but Claude's going to be able to get out with a sliver of HP. Are they going to be able to find another snipe? No snipe for them, unfortunate. Going to be blinking into the bush in the top lane, and she is going to get out scot-free. Well, not much lives are lost there. That is fantastic here. Claude has a gold lead against the Brody, but we can't forget that Tupai is coming in very close here in terms of farm. The Ling is farming a little bit more here. The Alice as well is getting a lot of these items. They're coming in getting in stronger and stronger. She's going to be able to sustain a lot of these team fights much more better now. And Brody is building his items up slowly but surely. And with the Link, with a lot of damage coming off under his belt, it seems like it's going to be one huge team fight coming in later on with the Link. He really wants that fight. He's going to favor the Link in terms of catching a person out. And it just seems like Foxura is going to be playing a little bit of a passive game, trying to get that farm a little bit more, trying to cast the spells onto each other, trying to catch each other off guard. And it just seems like they're going to be pushing the mid lane a little bit more here, trying to secure the position, but Marcus is going to be right in the middle of the fight right now. He finds the catch onto the glue here, brings him back, but he's so tanky. Doesn't do enough damage here, but Chun Chun's still in the forest. Doesn't really see anything here. Gets pooped by the Kaja though, out of position, commits the flicker away from the other side. But Glue's going to be finding a little bit of a fight here. And now right now Nico is going to jump in, Link gets the kill onto the Lunox, but onto Kai, getting the airborne. But he's dropping really low, the ultimate is committed, going to be moving around, doesn't be able to get that slow though. Alpha is moving into a nice position. Link is still on that wall. He's going to be able to find the kill. And Alice is going to be murdered in that position as well. It's looking really bad for Foxura in this spot here. Tupai bringing their A game right now, their S game actually. And the Lord is going to be coming down so quickly. And Tupai is going to find that he's going to be one heck of a swing on their side right now. And they are going to be taking the gold lead away from Foxura at the 14-minute mark. Oh, Link is going to be spotted here. He's dropping really low HP though. Is it going to be enough? Oh, he moves so quickly. There's no way going to be able to catch that Link with that much mobility here. But almost ends up falling here. But Claude getting a lot of this damage up. And that attack speed though is nothing to be scoffed at. The Lord is enhanced and is running down the mid lane to the side of Foxura here. And it's looking as though like this is going to be Tupai's game. But let's see whether or not Foxura has what it has in store for us to see whether we can see a comeback from them. The movement and the positioning from Tupai right now, they're going to go for a bit of a split push situation here. But Foxura is going to be forced to defend this lane from the Lord here. But right now, Glue is creating a lot of disturbance, trying to create some misplays to put out of position here. He is very tanky though. The Lord is going to be charging down mid. The Lord still has a lot of HP though. Alpha taking a little bit more damage here. The Lord is going to do a little heavy swing. The Lord might end up falling here, but Alpha might take a little bit too much damage. Might bring way too much comfort away from the team. Tupai might be coming in though. And the Lord is going to end up falling. The defense is a little successful, but the bottom lane might end up falling. And it just seems like they're taking a lot of damage. Foxura is taking way too much damage. Bottom lane is going to end up falling. And all the outer towers on both sides of the team are gone. Right now, it just seems like Foxura is on the bit of the back foot here. We have no idea whether or not they could be able to bring it back. The gold lead is going to swing a little bit more now with 2K, but Alpha is going to be able to find anything on Chun Chun here. And the Lord will spawn in the next minute, which is going to be a very crucial timing for both teams here. Foxura is trying to find more map control, trying to make sure that the jungle is not taken care from the enemy team. Martis has hit level 15 though. A lot of these heroes that hit level 15s, they have hit like the late game where they have all of their levels that they require to do the damage here, but it now comes to atomization here by Alpha, finding a little bit of poke here onto No Chemistry, but No Chemistry is as tanky as ever here. But right now it just seems like Equa's trying to find a little something going into that, but it is going to be spotted though. Invisibility is going to end up falling back. The movement from Tupai is moving heavily into the mid side. And you can see that Foxura is sticking together as a team just like Tupai. They're not giving any position coming in though. Alpha finds Chun Chun. He is very tanky though. Marty is not going to be able to do enough damage on the tank. And it just seems like Alpha is as tanky as the entire team that he's chasing here. These little pokes here and there are not looking fantastic here. But it just seems like right now they're jumping into this fight. And Shari is not tanking enough damage here. Commits to suppress, and I don't think it's going to be enough to heal up right now. The immortality is going to be committed here. So much damage coming in onto Tupai. Foxura is going to not pay enough damage. Chun Chun is dropping really low, but double kill onto the Kaja. Oh my goodness. Tupai, they're just finding all the kills that they need right here. The Lord has respawned. A lot of the heroes are up though. Oh my god, the damage is coming in though! Is it a huge comeback coming in? No way he's gonna blink out, but Brody's gonna be able to get that last hit. But Alpha might find a little bit of a pick off here. Chun Chun Maru is dropping real on HP. Yes, gets the last hit, gets a huge shutdown onto the E-diff here. And right now it's like 4 heroes for 2 here. I don't think it's very worth it. It just seems like this top tower actually is going to be pushing in very quickly. Alpha is going to be able to get into the defense, but it's too little, too late. How it ends up falling here. Brody might be able to solo the Lord as he comes in. Link coming in for the backup, and the Lord might end up falling. It's not falling as fast as we should though, but I don't think the rotation is going to be fast enough for this to happen. No way he gets the last hit, and it's too little, too late once more. The timing is just unfortunate on the side of Foxura. As you can see, Tupai is playing one heck of a game here. They are finding a lot of these openings on Foxura's defenses here, finding all these little like holes in their armor and really taking advantage of the situation. Top lane is gone, so the Lord is going to be pushing into the side of Tupai on the top lane. So it's going to be a huge defense position here. As you can see, lots of these heroes are already well above the 10k mark. They're farming their hearts out. They're going to be getting a lot of these items. They're pretty much moving on to their 5th and 6th items. It's going to make a huge difference actually. And they have to secure this red buff for any fights that's happening. But the Lord is still taking his time and pushing top though. So when it comes to the pushing side of things, like the Lord pushing an outer lane, it takes a longer time for the Lord to push into the base, but it gives more time for the other lanes to push in as well though. So it creates a huge difference of like creep strength. And right now it just seems like Tupai really wants to take a fight here in the bottom lane. Glue is taking too much damage, no chemistry gonna end up falling back with half HP though, but he is still very tanky. He is still going back into the fight. Commits a little bit of healing, wants a little bit of extra health. And right now this defense is looking really rough right now. Kai takes a little bit too much damage though. Doesn't have any lifesteal right now. Oh my goodness, the swing from the Lord. That's really risky, but the Lord is going to be in their base. But the position of Tupai A though, pushing bottom though. They just want the tower, they don't want to kill onto the crystal. But right now it just seems like Alpha wants to go for a little bit of damage. But it's just so tanky. The positioning coming from Tupai is just so good here. Foxura just cannot find any openings at all. It just seems like Tupai has the hero pick well done. Just being able to counter a lot of what Foxura has in hand. And right now he'll be jumping in onto a hero. The Alpha may be caught off guard, but they all end up falling back. The backup is coming in very quickly. Saber commits the ultimate, deals a little bit of damage into the team fight. Gonna end up falling back here. And they do have one tower in the mid lane here. And it just seems like they want to fight as much opening as they can. Martis isn't able to do enough damage to find the kills that they need. And right now, Ling is able to just move in and out of the lanes so quickly, pushing out the lanes very, very quick. Nitsu dealing a little bit of damage, Gru always being able to fight so much damage. The no chemistry is just being so confident in his movement. And it just seems like there is no way that like he's going to be able to do anything about this lane. And the tower is going to end up falling here. So all these towers are going to be taken here. Foxura has no tower to hold this. They only have one crystal to hold this last defense, and the Lord is going to be respawning very soon here in about 10 seconds. And the positioning of Tupai, they really want to take this Lord. This is the only way they're going to be securing this game to move to game number 3 here. And it seems like Gru just really wants to zone them out. Alright, the Lord has respawned. The Foxura is going to be moving a little bit closer, step by step, into the mid lane here. But it just seems like Glue is doing way too much damage. But is it going to be enough to catch him? Because he has so much health. Alpha, the Martis is going to be finding a little something here. They're going to be backing out instead, or gets immobilized. It's taking a bit some damage. No one's going to be committing on this Lord just yet. They do realize the Lord deals a lot of damage, and they don't want to give any of this space away from this at all. And right now they're going to be committing, Tupai is going to be committing onto this Lord take right now, but I don't think Foxura is going to be in time for this. I think because of position, Martin is going to be getting out of that. Alpha, I don't think he's going to be able to get the last hit though. He's going to be able to, he does get the last hit though. Very nice KS there. It might be a huge swing here. Jumping onto Tupai, but right now Ikwan here going to commit that, but Kaja is going to end up falling here. Link doing way too much damage, and right now the entire team of Foxura is going to end up running backwards. They don't want to engage with this fight. It is a 4v5 situation in terms of Foxura. The Lord is on their side here, but is doing a lot of damage. Luna is going into the team fight, taking Chuchumaru together with him. He's going to end up falling. Is it possible that the immortality is going to be committed here? But right now Alpha is going to be jumping into the backline. Chuchumaru will end up falling. Kai dealing lots of damage here. Ends up falling. Is it going to be enough to end Nico? It does end Nico. 3 heroes end up falling. 2 heroes ending up for Foxura. And I don't think they'll be able to defend this. The Lord is still full of HP. Is this the comeback that they need right now? The respawn is really long right now. It's 45 seconds for each of them. There is no idea for them to deal with this. And I think the Lord is going to take the tower down in the mid lane very, very quickly, trying to hold the defense here. And right now, it just seems that the tower is going to end up falling. Glue is going to take all this tape. Bruno is going to be able to defend this right now. The Lord is pushing in. He has so much HP. It is a huge comeback right now, Foxura, bringing the game back. And oh my goodness, Martis with that Lord take. That was a really good play coming in on the side of Foxura, really turning that around. That comeback was so intense. I was on the edge of my seat there. I really thought they didn't have any chance of securing that Lord at all, but Tupai let the Lord slip out of the palm of their hands there. Foxura getting a 2-0 away from Tupai. Congratulations, getting into the first place of the Grand Champions here. Like, Foxura, you have played one heck of a game. You have shown us that like comebacks are real here. No shot that you guys really made it here, but you have shown us again and again, time and time, that you guys are really what it takes to be the champions in this tournament. Coming into this, that was a really impressive game. Like, I really thought you guys were going to be so far behind, but in that late game, you had everything that it took. Like reading that game sense, reading that Lord take as well. Martis just going into the Lord, going for that last hit as well, securing that push. You did lose one in that fight, but you had the Lord. And the thing is that the creeps were really strong. It really favored your push, and you were able to like really get that team fight and split the entire like opponents away from the crucial team fight. Claw was able to secure a lot of these fights, and like that little last fight that really cost them a lot of damage there. Like that respawn time was so long. It was 40 seconds. It was like at least 2 creep waves. There was not enough for the entire team of Tupai to defend like 4 like heroes from Foxura. No, 3 heroes actually. That was really rough for them. But Foxura, oh my goodness, that comeback was so good. I have no idea how you guys did that, but you guys managed to do it anyway. You really had us in the first half. Basically, the entire game you had us. We thought you're gonna be out in the running in game number 2, but the thing is that you didn't give them any time of day to secure a game number 2 for themselves in the side of Tupai. So once again, congratulations to you as like the winner in this tournament. And here you can see Foxura with 18 and Tupai with 22. Tupai had like 4 more kills against Foxura, but all that mattered was that late game attack, allowing yourself to secure your first place position in this tournament. As you can see, like the itemization coming in from like both sides of the team, like they're pretty much full slotted. Like we don't have the Alice with like one of the items missing. I think she's just waiting to see what item she would need moving into like the late game, but it was just unnecessary here. We have the Brody as well, pretty much trying to finish up the last item, but not going to be able to. As you can see, like, everybody is pretty much decked out in terms of itemization. The immortality is going to be bought at the last stage of the game. Just being able to get that one extra shot into the team fight is going to be what it takes to make or break a team fight as well. But yeah, like this has been a pretty epic fight, I have to say. Coming in from the team fight participation on the side of Foxura is quite balanced out. Kajal not really able to do as much as he would have liked, but the thing is that like the entire team is going to be able to jump into the fights very often here with like above 50% percentage. Tupai A always joining to the team fight very often here. Brody is going to be able to find the team fights anyway, but he always wants to be in the backline, so you're going to see him a lot in the team fight here, where you can see Ling and the Savior going to be joining the fights very, very often. They are the initiators of the team. And in terms of damage, you can see that the Savior has more of that, followed up with the Glue here. Glue creating a lot of space though, almost hitting the 100k range of damage. And right now you can also see Foxura, the most damage coming out was from the Alice, together with the Lunux and the Claude with a huge 20%. Yeah, that was a really good game, guys. Like this is like the one tournament that I realized that comebacks are definitely real. We have seen like so many comeback games moving into this tournament. Like I didn't expect to see so many of those in this like run here. Actually, that was really impressive. I really enjoyed all the games that I've been seeing. That super fantastic game. I have to say that like these day 1 and 2, which was like yesterday and today, we have taken a look at all of these MLBB games, moving all the way into the grand finals. 28 teams being signing up, trying to see who's the best of the best, realizing that like this is one heck of a run, guys. And you guys are still watching down below, like tell us like what you thought about like that comeback game, guys. That comeback game has been super impressive, and to be fair, like I didn't expect anything of the sort at all. The plays coming out from both sides, Tupai are not a weak team, I have to say. They are a really strong team, but Foxura are just the team coming in stronger here, securing that 2-0 spot. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like that was a crazy game. I just cannot think about that comeback, like that Lord take, and then securing all the objectives. Securing the objective of the Lord was so good, and then winning that team fight was so crucial. A little bit of blunders into the late game moving in, but like when the pressure is high, like you can't make the most optimal decisions. And I feel like everybody played very, very well here. All it just took was like one blunder, and the respawn time was just way too long actually. I felt like because of that long respawn time, there was no way for Tupai to make any sort of comeback there, and Foxura was able to read that momentum, and they just knew like that was the GG push moving in. The Lord was full of HP there. And congratulations to Foxura, getting first place, being the grand champions, and in second place we've got Tupai Esports A, and in third place we got Tupai Esports B. So it's like we've got like all the animals coming in, you know, in like the first, second, and third place. Foxura being accompanied by these two squirrels, like second and third. And right now this is a pretty impressive run here. You guys, congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back, a round of applause, and like get yourself that well-deserved sleep. And right now like that prize money is going to be going into your pockets, guys. So you guys have something to show for it. You know, you guys have played a fantastic game throughout the entire series here. And right now, I'm just glad to be here casting for you guys back at home. I'm your caster Bambi. Gonna be signing out and seeing you at the next one.